Yo, what up, everybody? Hold up 1 second. No. Technical difficulties. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we're pretty sick, but here we are. We're gonna. What up, chat? I haven't been live, and I'm going to do a Ben Lycamp video. Oh yeah, the lake got me sick. I think either that or I have COVID. We don't know. I don't have health insurance. I went to the hospital after coughing up blood, and they were just like, yeah, they didn't really care much. So, I mean, I'm feeling better today, but I'm still pretty sick. But we're gonna plug my boy Jammin', bro. Little Sender. Oh, it's just Sender on YouTube. Whoops. I feel bad. Did someone poison you? No, I'm just really sick. Yeah. So let's watch Sender's video, dude. We're gonna give it a review. Hi, Rachel. Yeah, let's watch. Only 90 views.
Dude,
Oh,
wait,
what is going on?
stop. What are you doing?
Having some issues
Get
here.
your phone and open any news
on?
article. Epstein Files, ICE,
What is going
Iran, cyclosporiasis.
Oh, this sucks. I have no audio, so that's great. Let's see what's going on.
I kind of just wanted to jump on this video today because I kind of wanted to talk about the recent stuff that has been going on in the news, which is
There we go.
they drop a new virus every couple months or something. Just be prepared, guys. I'm going to butcher this name this entire video, so bear with me. Cyclosporiasis. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it for the video. Just kind of wanted to share like some facts up on it, and then also kind of like input my opinion on it. Received reports of at least 1,645 lab-confirmed cases of domestically acquired cyclospora since May 1st, the start of the typical cyclosporiasis season. We're also aware of more than 5,100 additional reports that require further analysis to confirm they meet the case definition. So the CDC has also released that it has come from large amounts of produce like lettuce, which it just seems so crazy to me because it's like already in America it's like stereotypical to be a fat American, so like now all the stuff that's healthy that we're being told to eat to look better, it's causing you to and have explosive diarrhea and all that good stuff. Just to kind of brush up on the symptoms, this is cited by the CDC. It includes watery diarrhea, sometimes frequent, along with vomiting, nausea, loss of appetite, fatigue, and low-grade fever. Symptoms generally begin about
Holy shit, 50 bucks. Thanks so much. I'm sorry the camera's frozen, guys. I'm calling in tech support, bro.
About a week ago.
What do I do? Oh my god.
I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist about this whole.
Can you guys even hear me?
I think it's kind of crazy that like it was only a few months ago that the norovirus was spreading on that cruise ship.
Can you guys even hear me? Can someone in chat let me know?
If we had norovirus, I would just like to say,
I gotta just sing Let It Go. I don't even know if you guys can hear me.
Lucky that didn't spread nationwide.
Dude, jamming. All right, we're gonna figure this out. Oh my god. What a mess. Okay. We got it. We're back. We're back, guys. Yeah. All right. So everyone go show Sender some love, dude. I feel really bad. He worked really hard in this video. It's only got 90 views. He's trying to make it.
I say that, but I just read up on the norovirus symptoms, and they oddly sound familiar to cyclosporiasis. We're just gonna call it cyclo, okay? For now, we're just gonna call it's cyclovirus, okay? That's what we're gonna call it. The symptoms to norovirus sound oddly similar to cyclo, with acute nausea, projectile vomiting, watery diarrhea, and severe stomach cramps. I think the whole.
Thanks for the gifted 5 memberships. I wish we could get them feet from Josh, but it doesn't work on memberships.
Thing that like if you want to lose weight, now's the time to eat lettuce. People are reporting that they're losing like
shout out Somna for the membership. Thank you guys.
10-15 pounds just from
I love you.
That's a joke, of course. So please don't eat lettuce. Now is actually the time to eat the possible food you can eat. So if you wanted any excuse for an
Actually, Jammin's wrong. Just eat kale. Lettuce actually has iceberg lettuce has essentially. Yeah, I need to start doing something for these memberships. Dang, yeah, thank you so much. I'll start doing like members only streams or something. I know we were just filming part 4, so that's why I haven't been like streaming or uploading. And then like I was like coughing up blood yesterday, so wasn't exactly the best time for content. But yeah, eat kale. Iceberg lettuce sucks. I would recommend not eating iceberg lettuce. It actually has no nutritional value. Actually, Jammin had an update on this, by the way. You're good if you ate iceberg lettuce. It was only Taco Bell lettuce that caused this disease thing.
Off day. Now's the time. What do you guys think it genuinely is? I would just like to say that obviously it's just a parasite that ended up in food that shouldn't be there. I don't know where this came from. People are kind of pointing fingers at Taylor Farms. So I kind of wanted to brush up on why people are saying it's Taylor Farms. So I actually found something. In 2013, a major multi-state cyclospora outbreak sickened at least 400 people across 16 states, linked to parasite-tainted salad mixes supplied by Taylor Farms de Mexico. The contaminated.
Thank you, Mama D. Yeah, I should be good. I'm on the upswing of lake water sickness, whatever this disease I caught. I'm getting lake water in my noses.
The leafy greens were primarily distributed.
Spinach is good as well. I like mixing spinach and kale.
Distributed to restaurants in Iowa and Nebraska. Citations to NBC News. It doesn't sound as far-fetched to me that Taylor Farms could be the source of this outbreak. I mean, they
donating for a good air filter. Yeah, there's actually where I'm at. The air quality is also insanely awful. Sorry, moderator's messaging me. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, health comes first. I don't know. Yeah, you kind of need money to survive, though, so I kind of need to make more videos and stuff.
They are probably one of the mass productions of lettuce in America and greens and produce.
Yeah, actually, update on the GoFundMe. Hopefully someone can clip this. They're actually threatening to delete it, and they refuse to let me take any of the money to give to the lawyer. It's extraordinarily frustrating, especially because a lot of it has already gone to the lawyer, and then once we got $100,000 donated in a day, they're making a big stink about it. And it's like written by Solomon. So I don't understand. You know, I reached out to Ben. I've gotten GoFundMe reps numbers. They won't answer. They're saying if in 7 days it's not rectified, they're just going to delete it and then refund the money. And I'm like, some of the money's been pulled out. Like most of it hasn't. Over 100 grand of it hasn't. Over 100 grand has not. But then there's like transaction fees. Like, I don't know. It's just a mess. Like they're making this really complicated and frustrating because that money's supposed to go to Solomon for a lawsuit. So I don't know. Yeah, it's super. No, GoFundMe. GoFundMe's talking about deleting the GoFundMe because apparently it was written wrong, even though it's like bright, like completely written by a lawyer. Excuse me. Yeah, again, but Ben reached out to the rep. So I think it'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it, but it is just like kind of just irritating. Yeah, it's also kind of going to suck writing a $100,000 check as broke as I am, to be honest with you guys. But hopefully in the end it ends up working out. But, you know, that's not, like, it's for that. So, I mean, it would be nice to, you know, get 100 Mandarins. I'd be getting out of Rockford. But, you know, obviously I can't do that. Unless, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what to say to even GoFundMe. They're threatening to take it down. So I guess we're going to have to make a GoFundMe to sue GoFundMe for our GoFundMe. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. But they haven't taken it down yet. It's just like they just won't let me take any of the money out of it, which isn't really that big of a deal. No, this is my GoFundMe. Let's pull it up. We're pulling it up. This is for our civil lawsuit. So it's at 121,000. People are still donating, even though it was only at 110. But I can't. They made me like rewrite the thing, and they're saying like it's like transactions are denied on it, and I can't do anything with it. It's kind of really annoying. yeah, it's not very cool. I'm pretty annoyed. But, I mean, definitely, like, probably stop donating. Like, I don't know why people are still donating. Like, thanks, you know what I mean? I don't think we need this much exactly. I mean, it's really cool. I'm, like, kind of blown away. It was at, like, 18,000 or something like that, like, a day ago. So it got $103,000 in the last day. Give, Send, Go. Yeah, I should have just used Give, Send, Go, dude. The GoFundMe needs to be a war chest, probably a lot more. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. 100,000's kind of a lot of money, dude. I don't even know if I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about ongoing litigation. What I do know is GoFundMe needs to, you know, just, like, let us withdraw the money. I don't understand.
Produce. I personally ate Taylor Farms for a while. I've seen it on the shelves. I've liked their salads. I mean, as you can see, I've had this for a few months now, so maybe I'm not the biggest fan of salads, but another source also says from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, on August 9th, 2013, Taylor Farms...
When did this happen? This GoFundMe has been going on for 2 months. It's just the civil rights lawyer posted it with Ben, and then it gained 100. Like, I've gone on, like, 17 streams promoting this thing, and I got it up to, like, 18 grand or something like that, and then, like... Ben and the civil rights lawyer promoted it, and it gained like 103,000 in like 24 hours.
Voluntarily suspended production and shipments of leafy greens from Mexico operations. Production was resumed.
Yeah, Solomon's like, I don't know. Solomon, yeah, we got a really good lawyer.
On August 25th, 2013, after comprehensive sampling programs were implemented with FDA concurrence. So that's kind of like one source of it, but like, I guess people were kind of going into, it's linked to like Taco Bell's lettuce. I just would like to say.
Yeah, it shot up 103,000 in 24 hours, yeah.
That ironically, Taylor Farms is actually the source for Taco Bell lettuce. So, do you guys see kind of a linkage there? Let me know. I think like the main source.
Fire ass video from shout out Sender, dude. Jammin' Ben. Jammin' Ben is the one who came up with Brick by Brick, I think. So go shout out if you like Brick by Brick, if you're a fan of that. Sudden funding from the power of a Radner, yeah. Memberships have the highest percentage to go to creators. Yeah, it's weird. Whenever I check my analytics after stream, it says I only get $1 for each one, but I'm not sure if that's true. You need more considering you have more than 4 people using the same fund. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Should we do the civil rights lawyer video since I'm in it? Oh, this is a super long video.
Wait, if you were locked up at any Illinois juvenile detention center, such...
This is going to get irritating. All right.
Parties get the opportunity to...
Yeah, no, civil rights lawyer.
I've never been in trouble before. Normally, I'm the good guy.
An entire police department in Utah turned on a YouTuber, and it was all caught on video. And it only took me 5 videos to break it all down.
I'm a journalist. I investigate and basically take bad people to court.
You have the right to do and say whatever the heck you
want.
Well,
we don't. We want to respect your rights. We want to find out if things are illegal.
They're not.
We got Little Sender in the chat. Calling me Shelly. Call me Shelly Bobelli. Shelgonian Magonian. Those are some of my favorite nicknames. Friends have come up with me. We got Jammin' in the chat.
We're going to stop unless we do something.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to seize your phone right now.
Let me see your phone. Okay. Don't. Do not do that.
I'm so sick of seeing this.
Yeah, for sure. You understand me? Right now, you're attempting to destroy.
I'm really surprised I put my hands in my pockets.
Evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back. That's a worse charge than what you're looking at.
I was just locking my
Nope.
Oh, you were not.
Nope.
Yeah,
No, you were not. He literally says later in the body cam footage he was locking his phone. I swear, I could pull it up. Like, you made it into my video, but you were just sort of passed out in the passenger seat. Yeah, Josh was talking for like 3 hours, and we just woke up. He was yapping.
Just locking my phone.
I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so.
It was on. Look, it's on my credit card.
But when you quickly grab it after
I wasn't going to grab
the
it back.
phone and we tell you that the phone is silent.
Yeah, I was giving it to you.
Dude, I was so blown away. Look at my face. I'm like, what?
Talking. I was giving it to you.
Shout out YouTube.
Yeah.
I should have just said, "Hey Siri, lock my phone." I felt so dumb when I realized that was a thing.
Shout out body cam, right?
I have a stalker. Yeah, I'm sexy.
If you cooperate, I think there's a high probability we cut you a break today. Just food for thought.
Ben did not pay me to be there. I'm in it for the love of the game. We're getting Brian his Legos back.
You didn't get bit.
No, we don't know where he is.
Everybody step out. Come outside.
Search for it.
Stand up and come outside. Right now. Let's go. Step outside. Step outside, everybody.
We saw the warrant, and I guess like they were looking for stolen Lego, which obviously no one had.
Come on. Everybody step outside.
No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay?
That was the first time I had guns pointed to my face.
Yeah, Sierra's just like some normal girl too. It's so crazy that this her.
Clear your glasses.
Yeah, Josh sucks.
Sure.
Josh is not. Josh is probably like one of the ugliest guys. He's like so ugly, dude. I'm like, oh, whoops. But yeah, Josh sucks. He's definitely not sexy. I think he stole a bunch of Legos, and that's why we were, you know. Yeah, Josh is gross. I'm sure he's really enjoying this. I'm sure being Josh right now is pretty fun.
Very fond of you.
Are we being arrested?
I'll be honest, dude. I don't know a whole lot. I know that we served a warrant for something, and you're going to be spoken to by our detectives. So right now, you're just being detained.
Okay.
If they want to make that decision that you're under arrest, then they'll let you know.
I'm just going to give him this copy of the warrant. Tell him how it went. Or these douchebags probably have property. Oops. Shouldn't have said that.
A lot of things I do are satire, if I guess you haven't found out by now, but I involve a lot of satire in like my work.
Will you go with him? Yeah.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, man.
I saw you on Sunday.
Bad circumstances.
We'll also be able to hear Josh's side of the story, because I think he's said a lot of lies.
If you guys file a civil lawsuit, you will be able to go through the civil discovery process.
I can come up with the questions and stuff.
You can have all these depositions and put everybody under oath, and they either have to answer the questions or plead the fifth. And you'll finally hear from the lawyer who has agreed to take on this police department and file civil rights lawsuits.
Talking to the police is never, ever, ever a good idea. If they've got enough, they're going to charge you. And if they don't, what's the point in talking? They don't want to get your side, as they claim. They want to see if they can get enough to charge you or charge somebody else.
He's this bad guy and he's making up stories about us to get us arrested and stuff, but I think in the end it'll all work out and justice will be served.
There is a ton here, so let's go through it. Back to the video in just a moment, but first I want to tell you about my sponsor, ZocDoc. ZocDoc, today's video sponsor, is a free website.
Is this about that Lego scandal again? The bricks and minifigs crisis of 2026. Yeah. I still don't fully understand what's going on. Like YouTubers trying to get some Legos back from a shady company, and the cops got involved, right? That's cute. Maybe you should study up a little bit.
This is the story of how I got swatted, all because of Legos.
I interviewed Ben in my part 1 video, and then I started going through the unredacted body cam footage that was accidentally released shortly afterwards. At first, the cops were just sort of pulling Ben and his friends over.
My name's Officer Richardson with Merrickport Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. You didn't come to quickly stop at it.
I didn't?
No.
And intimidating them.
So who's Ben?
That's back.
Ben? How's Utah?
Which I detailed in my part 2 and part 3 video. And then things escalated into Ben getting arrested.
This is my first time ever being arrested.
Which I detailed in my last video, which was part 4. And then the whole thing culminated in Ben and his friends.
Yeah, Josh is like Uncle Fester, you're right. That's a good comparison.
Facing a SWAT team raiding their Airbnb.
Don't do that. Silence. Stop talking. Oh, yeah. Silence. Stop talking. Yeah, it was pretty weird he said silence. Hunter in the chat, bro. Oh, my God. Wow. Hunter, dude, reach out to my email, bro. I fucking have been wondering how you've been doing, bro. That's crazy. Oh, this has got to be blown. Hunter was always like, Sheldon, dude, you got to stream. You got to do TikTok. That's crazy, bro. Hunter in the chat. That is so cool, dude. Oh, my God. Wow. Yeah, don't insult Uncle Fester. Screw Uncle Fester. We got Hunter in the chat. That is crazy, dude. Yeah. Hunter in the chat. That just made my whole day, dude. Oh, my God. Yeah, email my email or something, bro. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's an email. Email it with like your info. I want to talk to you and stuff.
On you. Everybody step out.
Police department, search warrant.
Stand up and come outside.
I interviewed Ben's friend Tyler, who was with him in the videos, as well as the process server, Sierra, who was with Ben when he was arrested.
Ben didn't want to come with us when we were putting up the sign because he got arrested the day before. But we asked one of the neighbors if we could use their property to hang up like this really big sign and like take a picture of it so we could like post it online.
Oh, my life savings was $1,500. And it was because I paid my life savings to bond Ben out of jail, and then he paid me back my life savings. So my life savings was just like $1,000. I'm like super poor.
Fine.
I also interviewed Sheldon, who was arrested along with Ben. He's the guy who got arrested for locking his phone.
There's no way to delete something from a phone by pressing the home button. That's not how phones work. And he admitted it. And I was like, what are we doing here? You know, how am I even in this interrogation room?
Lastly, I interviewed the lawyer who I've been telling you all along that I wanted to get to represent all of these people in lawsuits against the American Fork Police Department.
They wanted to punish these boys. They wanted to threaten them. They wanted to harass them and chase them out of Utah. That's certainly what it seems like.
Many of you kept asking in the comments, well, how are you helping? And this is what I wanted to get into in the prior videos, but I just couldn't.
Rugged tough. Yeah, sure. Just email away. I'm no reckless Ben, dude, but I can try. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Email me, dude. I'm always down for other video ideas. Obviously, like, I can't just like be like a 50-year-old man streaming about the Lego situation. So I'm always looking for my next video idea.
Because it had to come last.
And I do like helping and stuff. So yeah, go ahead and email me.
Because I said I was going to do this whole thing and do it in consecutive order, and that's what I've done. You may remember Solomon Radner from my video about the innocent man who was arrested in Georgia after spending 47 days in jail based on a false accusation from a woman.
Yeah, Solomon's like the boogeyman for bad cops.
In his local Walmart.
He spent 47 days there. The old adage is that any decent prosecutor can indict a ham sandwich, and that's what happened here.
Solomon was the lawyer who successfully represented that innocent man in that case, and he practices civil rights law all over the country. I knew right away that he would be the perfect civil rights lawyer to get involved in the Reckless Ben situation. The very first time that I talked to Ben, which was very early on, way before the situation went super viral, I told him that I had the perfect lawyer in mind to represent him, and I put him in touch with Solomon from the very beginning. And I actually just talked to Ben again last night, and I re-interviewed him, and one of the things that we discussed is whether or not he wanted to file a civil lawsuit against the police involved in this situation. Depending on how much money you have to spend on it, you can leave no stone unturned. That's why it would be really cool if people really would fund this GoFundMe and just put everybody under oath.
But what if they lie under oath? Because they're probably gonna just lie, you know?
That's the best part if they do that. I mean, if somebody lies,
because I don't think they know how to tell the truth is like the thing. Like, I really don't think they can admit. I think they would go to jail for 100 years before they tell the truth.
That's why you need a lawyer who knows how to deal with that. You know, who is already expecting them to lie or to try to lie and knows how to paint them into a corner. And that's what you want to do. Like, you want them to lie. All right, please do. Please lie. And then you paint them into that corner, and then you've got them. And because it's hard to lie. But his three friends, Tyler, Sheldon, and Sierra, also were victims of civil rights violations at the hands of the American Fork Police Department. And they are already very much interested in being represented by Solomon, one of the best civil rights lawyers in the country. So the final day of interactions between Ben, his friends, and the American Fork Police Department happened on March 11th. Earlier that day, Ben's friends were across the street from Josh Johnson's home. And as Ben explained in his video, after the cops prevented their process server, Sierra, from serving Josh with Ben's lawsuit, Ben decided to go in a different direction. And instead, he started a GoFundMe for this family who lost their Lego collection.
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals. So now there's really only one way I can think of to get this family the money back that got stolen from them, which is a GoFundMe. Yeah, it is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live, it's time to promote it, to start getting donations. We printed out the GoFundMe's picture to hang it up so we could get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
In order to advertise and to promote that GoFundMe, as well as to film content for his videos, which would also help take the GoFundMe eventually to over $500,000, Ben's friend Sheldon was right then across the street hanging this large sign on a privacy fence that belonged to the homeowner directly across the street from Josh Johnson's home. They did obtain permission from the homeowner to hang the sign for about an hour in order to film this content. So the sign showed Josh Johnson's face and it said, "I stole a dying man's life savings." But before they could even finish hanging up the sign, the police showed up, including officers Richardson and Tonga, who, if you remember, had initially harassed Ben and Tyler on the very first day that I covered in my part 2 video.
Here's Officer Tonga.
Hello guys, I'm Officer Tonga.
Tyler?
Bones.
Bones?
They're
Yeah, they just showed up.
They're cool.
Yeah, the Civil Rights Lawyers video is super good.
They're chill.
Renting out an Airbnb.
Causing any issues.
So
No, they took the sign.
Officer Richardson and the other officers with the American Fork Police Department, including Officer Adamson, found it unacceptable that Sheldon would hang a sign that criticized and angered Josh Johnson.
Hi. What you guys up to?
We asked one of the neighbors if we could use their property to hang up like this really big sign, and like take a picture of it so we could like post it online and start a GoFundMe that way. But immediately the cops came again.
What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back to the family.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got her permission. She said we can film here, so we're just getting ready to film. We're going to get
the owner of the fence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got her permission.
Okay.
We done a huge GoFundMe and stuff.
Yeah.
We have permission from this house, that orange house.
Yeah, they said we were good to film there too. So we're just.
They said we're allowed all over on that property.
Areas. We're just trying to get this GoFundMe going. It's a legit GoFundMe.
What's it for? Sorry.
We're getting back this money for this family. Let me pull up the GoFundMe. It's a real GoFundMe. No, it's real.
Yeah, do you want to hold this up? Okay, cool.
Care if I hold it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who are we FaceTiming?
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, that's Ben, right?
Yeah.
Okay, why'd you hang up so fast?
I don't.
Well,
he hadn't been on the phone in forever.
That's not true. So.
But yeah, so here's the GoFundMe. We got $10 of 28,000. That's nice.
Can I express some concern?
Sure.
So I know who Ben is. I know the situation. I know the situation with this guy, the YouTube, the Legos. I know all that.
Okay.
He was arrested for stalking. Okay.
Yeah.
You know that. He's paying you guys to be here. I know that too.
No, he's not paying us.
He can't. And maybe it'd be better if he. Where is he at? I know he just left too.
I have no idea.
Okay.
The problem that we're running into is you guys are.
This is like pretty comedic though. It's so awkward. It's so intense. Oh my god.
An accessory for stalking, and you guys can be arrested for that. And so we're kind of at the phase point where
I love how they're just hanging up the sign.
People that are involved in this are getting upset.
Yeah.
We're here to keep the peace.
Okay.
We're here to make sure that nobody gets in trouble, nobody gets hurt, nobody gets arrested. But I don't think that this kind of stuff is going to help the situation.
Well, but if we get this up and get the drone shot of it, it's going to look good, and then we'll take it all down, and then we'll.
Getting the funds for the
that's how we're gonna because we can't, we're not gonna do the lawsuit anymore. We're just gonna do this GoFundMe.
Okay.
We've already got it started.
So
we have a huge social media following.
The other issue that we run into is it can run into some defamation stuff, or it can have some other ramifications that come with that. Because the gentleman that Officer Richardson is explaining has been arrested. He's not allowed to have contact with that party or indirect contact.
Yeah, the cops just were like, yeah, it was literally like, I don't know. Yeah, no, it was nothing. Yeah, I don't know.
Contact either.
Yeah.
So you guys are indirectly in contact with that party. So we don't want that to threshold.
Okay.
Because that can mean you guys can get arrested as well.
I'm all for GoFundMes. I'm all for support at it, like what you guys are doing. none of my business, but you have to understand we're not stupid either. I know you're FaceTiming Ben. I know he's having you do this, and cool. If that's what he's doing, then cool. But I guess this is, like he explained, you don't want to be caught up in this. Ben doesn't want to go to jail again. We don't want to arrest him again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's not what we want to do. Obviously, we have to do our job.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you guys are just doing your jobs.
But what we want is not to take people to jail. We want Ben and his posse, whatever you guys call yourselves, Reckless Ben, whatever. We want you guys to be happy. We don't care. But we also have to look out for them.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to double check with the neighbors, make sure it's cool you use their fence.
Yeah.
I believe you, but, it
absolutely.
seems like I'm also... Is this really the most publicity? This fence on Stores Ave is the best publicity.
It is. The drone, it's going to be the best drone angle. We hired a drone scientist, and he said this was a really good spot.
Medical Bills Fund. Oh, yeah, right.
We've invested a lot into this GoFundMe already, and I think it's going to be a huge success.
Just so that you guys are aware, we also may have city ordinance regarding posting signage. So we're going to look into that before we leave.
Okay.
I realize that this is on private property, but it is on the sidewalk, so we'll have to look at that as well. Okay. Not to hustle you guys too much, but to make sure that A, no laws can be broken, and B, nobody's going to be injured or in trouble or any of that stuff. So, if you maybe give Officer Richardson a moment to check with the owner of the fence.
Yeah.
Hang out with us for a minute. Let us unravel this real quick.
Yeah, the drone scientist. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. We got to the car. This isn't in the video or in the body cam, and I'm like, no one thought the drone scientist was funny, dude.
Absolutely. Just for the time being, it looks like this sign is already hung. We may ask you to take it down. I don't know. I don't.
Oh, BJC's in the chat. I think.
I love you. I love you.
BJC.
I want you guys to get in confrontation with that gentleman. Let me have you. Is that your car?
Sure.
Will you go wait in your car for me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
How are we doing today? Good. These people are telling me, can you go over there?
Hold on.
No, one sec.
You gonna let him hang a sign?
Move. Get out.
You guys got arrested for
Get out of here. Get out of here.
What the hell are you doing?
Get out of here.
How did he not get arrested for this? Medical Bills Fund. Oh, it was BJC. Wow. Medical Bills Fund for lake sickness. Yeah, we're dying. No, I'm fine. I think maybe, I don't know. It's either lake disease or it's COVID. It's one or the other.
Get out of
here. I
here.
don't know. I'm super sick. Go on, get, Josh.
Let's have you wait in the car. Please don't leave yet. Let me figure it out, and then I'll be with you.
Go on, get. They said, get.
This was me. They had nothing to do with this. This is all 100% me. So if anything does happen...
Okay, thank you. Hey, give us a minute, boss. We're going to figure it out, okay?
No, this fucking in jail.
I understand.
This ends today.
I know. We're talking to them. Okay, I understand. We're talking to them. Just go hang out in your car or in your house for me.
So multiple times they confronted the homeowner, and eventually, having never heard apparently of the Streisand effect, they pressured the homeowner to allow them to take the sign down, and then they seized the sign and threw it in the police cruiser.
They just said they have your permission. I was just checking with you, and it sounds like they do have your permission. Cool, thank you.
They came to talk to me.
Okay, is he nice?
Yeah.
Hi, puppy. Okay.
I don't know what's going on, but...
Yeah, I mean, it would have been funny if they just let us... Yeah, it didn't end, yeah. If you guys want a really funny behind-the-scenes thing, Josh has had a real package at his house. Josh has had a real package at his house for like 3 weeks, I guess. Someone we know that lives there, lives right down the street from him, and they were like, dude, there's been a package outside this dude's house for like 3 weeks, and he's like too afraid to go get his own package. He's so dumb.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, that is like, I don't know, that's he's just a very angry person because he's childish. He doesn't have, like, you know, I have an anger problem too sometimes, but not like Josh. I've never like walked up telling the police what to do. It's crazy.
He comes over to your house like that again, call us, okay?
See, what is going on? Why is he not arrested?
I told them to stay in the car. He went back to the house.
That guy got boxed.
Huh?
You got boxed.
I know. He's probably pissed off, but his face is on the sign.
Oh, I agree.
I think we have probably something here.
Let me go blue.
No, it's fine. We can talk about it. I think that whether it's the stalking stuff that we're looking at, we got to look at that one. We might have a signage code too, but this guy's being reasonable. Maybe he'll take it down.
She's like, yeah, they explained to GoFundMe. I said, okay. I don't want anything, like, I don't want to hem her up with anything.
But did she say they could put it on there?
Yeah. Okay. She's like, yeah, they explained to GoFundMe. They asked if they could use my sentence. I said, yeah, cool.
But does she know what's on there?
I doubt it.
Okay.
He was FaceTiming Ben. He was on
Yes.
FaceTime.
Yeah. Do you want to go and look at the code and verify for stalking to make sure that that's not an indirect contact? And then let me just make sure she knows what's on the sign. Is that cool?
Okay.
Will you pull?
Yeah, this shit gives me such bad anxiety. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sick of cops.
I haven't even read the sign, so.
Yeah, it's on there. His face is on there.
I never want to see another cop again,
They're
bro.
going to indirectly make her. They're going to pull her into this.
Yeah. So what do you want me to make sure with this?
Go look at the stalking. Have him start collecting info for the other people, and then we'll deal with that.
Have this guy collect. Oh.
He's here. Yeah. All right. Hi. So sorry to bother you. I know that you just spoke with Officer Richardson. It sounds like you had authorized them to hang something on the fence. Have you seen what it is?
It's a GoFundMe.
Okay, but it's going to cause a problem with your neighbor because they're in a dispute. Is that okay if we take it down?
Yeah. Sure.
Is that okay? Because I don't want your neighbor to be upset at you because they're posting a sign. Have you seen the sign?
No.
Do you want to see it? Okay.
Will you do me a favor? I'm gonna check the stalking code. Will you?
Touch point. Is the undercover video coming? Yeah, it's coming. It's coming soon.
You check with these guys on the corner and see if they're okay with. So let me check. Let me check with these guys. Sorry, who was I talking to? You, passenger side. Sorry, this follow-up question. With them, what were they involved with?
With who?
These on the corner? Sorry, they said...
They gave us permission to film there as well, so they had nothing to do
like
with
film on their property?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. That was my question. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
Will you just check with them and make sure that they did get permission to film on their property?
Why? What relevancy does that have? We didn't film on their property, though.
But also, the RP is very disgruntled, so...
You guys are fine with them filming and all that stuff? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. We were going to do it there at first, but...
They confirmed they are okay to film on their property.
I don't think that's appropriate. So I don't think it's a good thing. Right. So she's taking it down.
What do you mean she's taking it down? She never said she was going to take it down. You just said it for her.
This is her property. We're working this out. Give us a minute. We'll be over in a sec, okay? Okay, but you can talk to her after if she wants to talk to you, but give us a sec, okay? I don't think this is good because I think it's causing a problem with the neighbor.
Yeah.
So if you're okay with it, we're going to take it down. Is that okay?
Yeah. Did they leave?
No, they're still here. They're in the car. But there was a dispute yesterday with this guy and another guy. And these guys are pulling you into this. I don't want you to be in this.
Right.
So it's not good.
It's not good.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Okay, no, and
it's just a GoFundMe for family.
Yeah, they're upset with this guy, and so they're posting this. So we're gonna take it down, and then we may come and talk to you again. I don't think so, but thank you very much. Okay. Thanks.
Almost immediately, the officers realized that they had just seized property without a warrant or without any other legal justification allowing them to seize private property. So they start brainstorming to come up with some justification for what they just did.
She said she doesn't want it because she didn't know what it was.
Do we seize it or give it back?
Okay, so if it's in the commission of a crime, what is it?
Is it in the commission of a crime?
Is it disorderly conduct?
Why?
Did it raise the police to be summoned because it causes problems? Did he come out? Is he upset about it?
I mean, I guess, but that's not.
Look at your stalking.
Yeah, the lady didn't even care. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Code. Yeah, see if it's that. If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance. We're just going to make sure we don't have anything. We can absolutely give it back to them.
I can handle this if you guys want to break to this.
What is it?
A psycho, 28-year-old screaming, having an episode.
How many units are 10-8?
No, they got more important things to do, like me hanging up a sign.
There's 4 of them.
Than to deal with a psycho the same age who's screaming at the top of their lungs.
But how many are 10-8 right now? No, go to that.
Nobody. Tonga's going to it.
Okay.
No, we told the lady that they stole dying man's life savings and stuff, and told her the story. So, or stole a bunch of guys' Legos, and we told her everything. We told her the truth. We didn't lie.
Yeah, why don't you back Tonga? I'll stay here because he's heated.
He is heated.
Let's unravel this real quick. If you think he was on the phone with the other dude, I think we ought to figure that out.
He definitely was.
Okay, yeah.
I love you. I love you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be sick. What if we could do like a ticketed event with them on doing the ticketing dance and all proceeds go to Brian? That'd be awesome.
As they have done throughout these encounters, once again, they start scheming against Ben and his friends, and they mute the audio on their body cams, destroying evidence, which is ironic because they're about to arrest Sheldon for allegedly destroying evidence, which they were the only ones who were actually doing that. After having completed whatever scheme they secretly developed together, the officers then unmute their body cams.
All right, can I have you hop out real quick? Thanks, dude.
Richardson gets Sheldon out of the
right when they got me out of the car. I'm like, I'm going to jail. I knew this was happening right when they had me get out. But like I said, I'm like, it was all me.
And he walks him over towards the other officers.
I'm just gonna kind of explain where I'm at right now. Okay.
Oh my God!
I think this is in the best interest of you.
Oh.
Okay? So, you know Ben, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we can agree we both know Ben was arrested for certain things.
Yeah.
I know you're on the phone with Ben.
Yeah.
Him sending you here and him having...
He didn't send me here.
Well,
I'm here on my own accord.
Okay.
Brian's doing all right. He's very stressed out. I feel super bad. I'm hoping they just like drop him from the lawsuit. It's just ridiculous. They're suing him.
We're gonna. I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But just that taking place is another charge for him.
Right. But this was all my idea.
So
they're all here because of me.
It appears that the plan is to get Sheldon to basically roll over on Ben and admit that Ben sent him there and Ben paid him to do all of these things for him, and which in their minds would make the case that Ben is still now indirectly continuing to have contact with Josh Johnson, thus committing additional stalking crimes for which he had already been arrested yesterday, and also probably trying to get him violated on his bond conditions, which presumably require him to have no direct or indirect contact with Josh. But Sheldon denies that Ben sent or paid him, and he says that he's doing this on his own free will. Officers Richardson and Adamson then question Sheldon about any kind of phone contact that he had had with Ben.
Ben, I just called him because he's my friend, but he's done dealing with this. I took over the case because he doesn't want to get in any more trouble. He's actually got a flight home tomorrow.
That makes sense. Why are you FaceTiming Ben then?
I was just telling him,
hey man, look what I'm doing for your guy. Right?
No.
Okay.
I was just seeing what he was doing. I mean, it was just completely, I guess, irrelevant to what was going on.
Adamson asks for consent to look on Sheldon's phone to see if he's been in contact with Ben. Sheldon responds that he does not consent to the officers looking through his phone.
So there's not going to be any text message corroboration between you and him stating that he wanted you to come out here to post this for you?
No.
Or for him? Is that okay if we look?
No, it is not.
Okay. So we're going to give you a Miranda warning because right now what you're doing is illegal.
Okay.
Okay. So Officer Richardson's going to give you a Miranda warning because right
now...
What
am I doing? What am I doing is illegal?
It's probably breaking the law. But we don't know what your involvement is. If we determine that you're involved, that could implicate you. If we determine that you're not involved or you're cooperating with us and we see that it's Ben and it's not you.
But it wasn't Ben, it was me.
I'm just telling Telling you before we give you a Miranda warning.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there's a lot of ways this could go.
Officer Adamson then says that he's not going to coerce or threaten or try to scare Sheldon, but then he proceeds to attempt to do exactly that.
And I'm not going to coerce you or scare you or threaten you, but because you were on your phone and Officer Richardson believes that you were FaceTiming Ben while you were hanging a sign across from the guy's house who Ben just got arrested for, we can appeal, we can request a search warrant.
But Sheldon doesn't budge, probably because he's telling them the truth. He wasn't being paid or controlled by Ben. And since they did not get a confession, Officer Adamson turns to some...
Thanks, BJC. Everyone needs friends like Sheldon. Yeah, this was pretty... I mean, there's... I don't know. No universe where I do this to Ben and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, this was crazy.
Other source of evidence against Ben that he can use, Sheldon's phone. And he tells Sheldon that they can request a search warrant for his phone, and if they get it, seize his phone.
For your phone, which means we seize your phone.
Yeah, for sure.
And if we get into your phone and we find out that you were lying to us, you can be arrested for this offense as well.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the problem. However, if you cooperate with us and you show us...
You were biting your lip not to say what you wanted to look like. Oh, yeah, for sure. It wasn't because I was nervous, because I was getting Mirandized and about to be arrested for hanging a sign.
And you confirm that you're not involved and this was all your idea,
yeah,
then we probably end up parting ways and you'll end up with your phone.
Okay.
Does that do you understand all of that?
Okay. Sorry, it's not even that I believe you were calling Ben. You also just told me that that was Ben. So
yeah, it's just suspicious to us, and because we think there's a law broken here,
I'm surprised I had my hands in my pockets with the cops. I was so nervous.
Trying to get to the bottom of it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions before we start this? Okay.
After correctly stating that he needed a search warrant to seize and search Sheldon's phone, Officer Adamson instead decides that it's actually much easier and much more efficient to just seize the phone and search it without a warrant. So they read him his Miranda rights, they tell him that he has the right to remain silent and he doesn't have to talk to them without counsel present.
I'm just going to advise you your rights, all right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in the court of law. The right to an attorney, if you're not recorded, attorney one will be provided for you. If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you still have the right to stop answering questions anytime and speak to an attorney. You understand your rights?
Yeah.
When he says okay, he doesn't want to talk to them, they immediately retaliate and say, okay, now we're seizing your phone, give us your phone.
Okay, with these rights in mind, do you still wish to talk with me?
No.
No? Okay.
We're going to need your phone.
Lieutenant Adamson, you correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to seize your phone.
Yep, let me see your phone. Okay. Don't. Do not do that.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand me? Right now you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back. That's a worse charge than what you're looking at.
I was just locking my
nope,
phone.
Nope.
Yeah, I was just locking my phone.
I don't
That's
think
all
so.
I did.
Okay, I don't think so.
It was on. Look, it's on my credit card.
But when you quickly grab it after
I wasn't
going to grab the phone and we tell you that the phone is silent.
Yeah, I was giving it to you.
Stop talking.
I was giving it to you.
Okay?
Wow. It's
That's
on
a
my.
problem.
It's on my money. Look, it's on my wallet. I was turning it off.
But this is a problem. Is when I reach for the phone and you quickly pull it away.
I was just locking
it.
it.
That's
all
me
I was
believe
doing.
that you're potentially.
Can you just
trying
hit the
to
lock
destroy
button?
I'm not
it's
going
about
to.
to pay.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to manipulate this phone at all. But right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay, let's put him in the back of the car. Hold on.
I'm going to search him up.
We're going to search him.
When they attempt to grab Sheldon's phone, he noticed that his iPhone wallet was up on the screen, and so he hits the button to lock the phone prior to relinquishing it to the police.
Oh, wow, I went to grab it back. Yeah, it was just a reflex. I can't believe I actually did that with the police, but, you know, you get something yanked out of your hand. Yeah, I don't know, that's... Yeah, crazy. Yeah, it's definitely like a reflex. You know, you get something yanked out of your hand, especially your unlocked phone.
Adamson wanted to search through Sheldon's phone without a warrant. He had requested consent to do that, but Sheldon said no. So he decided to just grab it and search it anyways. And in order to do that, he needs that phone unlocked. So he appears to lose his temper, make a split-second decision to go ahead and arrest Sheldon without even thinking through probably whether he had any legal justification to do so. So he immediately places his hands on Sheldon. He arrests him, claiming that Sheldon destroyed evidence. After taking Sheldon into custody, Officer Adamson then tells him to be silent and that he must stop talking.
Silence.
Yeah, I was giving it
to you.
Stop talking. I was giving it to you.
And this illustrates The overriding theme here is that these officers are violating the First Amendment left and right. Even though they're engaging in these Fourth Amendment violations by performing illegal searches and seizures and by falsely arresting Ben and falsely arresting Sheldon, what this is all about is the First Amendment. They disapprove of the protected speech that is being engaged in by Ben and his friends. They disagree with the content of that speech because they don't like that their speech criticizes Josh Johnson and makes him upset and makes him look bad. So the whole goal of everything that they had been doing through threats and intimidation and now arrests is to chill that speech, to stop it.
Hey, wind your stance. Do you have anything on you that's going to hurt the stick poker? No.
Yeah, no, I wish I had a funny clip of me being like, "Hut, dumbass," when I saw the phone lock, because I noticed he put it in his pocket. What is Sheldon's email address? It's on my, Colin, can you post the, email or something? I don't know, it's on my bio. Go to my channel, bio, boom.
Any contraband of any kind?
Oh, yeah, that's how you get to go to my channel. It's linked on my bio. It's real easy. Real easy.
Let me call a detective, just because we're getting hammered right now.
Yeah, I swear, man, I'm going to give you the phone.
I understand that, but the way it looks to me is like you're trying to get rid of evidence, or...
I mean,
okay.
It's my fault.
I almost said... I mean, you need a warrant, but I just shut up and just said something else. I was about to tell him you need a warrant to go through it.
I understand that, but after we explained to you that we got to investigate this. Okay.
That's all I was doing. It was up in my wallet. That's all I was doing.
7227, copy medical.
Do you have anything under this, like a shirt?
Yeah.
Does shirt have pockets? Okay, will you take a step back with Lieutenant Adamson for a minute?
Hey, do you have a detective that can help us with this case? Yeah, so we're down here right now. We've got this gentleman that's involved. Long story short, he was on his phone with the party that was arrested for stalking while they were hanging a sign. We explained to him that he could be technically an accomplice for stalking because the code does read that they can't have any contact through a third-party neighbor or other party at the neighbor's residence. Anyways, he had his phone. We told him, hey, you know, if you consent to us to look through the phone to verify that you weren't talking to this guy, we can get you out of here. He said no. He said no, he doesn't want to talk. We asked for the phone, and while he was pulling the phone out, it looked like he was trying to get rid of evidence or do something to the phone. I snatched it real quick. I've got the phone. The phone is currently open. We've got him 82, so I want to bring him back to the PD, and then I need somebody to help me with the warrant for the phone.
Is this prescription? No. It is recording, right? Okay. What do you want me to do? I can leave him recording?
Okay, perfect. I'm maintaining the phone. Richardson's got the dude. We still got to talk to the other party, and we got a car full of people. So I'm trying to keep that phone from locking out so that we can get that warrant. So.
Yeah, I think detective was, but I held it like this, so.
This is his friend. That guy was the one he was on the phone with.
Okay, will you come over here?
Yeah, it's Ben Schneider's friend. And Ben Schneider's friend is claiming that he did this on all of his own volition, but they were hanging a sign with the neighbor's face on there. Yeah, so I think it's probably a YouTuber or a follower or a friend or somebody, but we're getting a phone. I need you to write this down real quick.
This is a spam call because I have like 70 grand in debt. It's so funny. This guy's such a dingus. It's literally, you can see it's a spam call. He's scrolling through my wallet.
Let's figure that mess out. We'll talk to the guy and then we'll send him to the PD. You ready? 810. Shit, I lost it.
I'm gonna get them all out.
It's a debt collector. He's so stupid, dude. It's a debt. I would have loved for them to get their, hello, is this Sheldon's friend? And they're like, he owes us 50 grand or something. You know what I mean? It's so funny. He's so dumb.
Just give him a Miranda warning and ask if they even know Schneider or if they're just followers. Yeah, I guess he's got a YouTube following, but I don't know if these guys actually know him or if he's just telling his followers to come out and do this and then they'll pay him. Because it looks like this dude might have been getting paid to do this.
I want all of you out. I'm just going to talk with you. I promise none of you go to jail if you don't be stupid like him, okay? I just want a conversation. Well, unfortunately, he's an adult, so I can't really air out his business.
All right.
It really is a conversation, and obviously you can record. You all can record if you want.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I'm recording too, so maybe I'll put it on my YouTube.
Yeah, that's a good idea, bro. Put it on your YouTube.
What are you guys?
I'm 26.
I'm 20.
16. How old?
Yeah, and there's they're okay with lying to the police. I don't know.
20.
20? Okay. I'm not going to talk with you.
Okay.
Just because you're underage. You can hang out if you want. You can get in the car either way.
I'm just with him.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just go to the sidewalk. I'm just going to advise you guys of your Miranda rights simultaneously, okay? This does not mean you're going to jail.
Oh, totally.
I get like 50 spam calls a day, so I already know like 810 is going to be a spam call from a debt collector for sure. He's so dumb.
Questions, okay? Is that cool with you as well? Yeah. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in a court of law.
While I was grabbing it, he tried to shut it, so we've got him for potentially destroying evidence and/or an accomplice for the stalking charge. But I wonder if this dude's just like a random follower that Ben's paid off to do this. That could happen too. So I don't know.
Are you here on your own accord or being paid?
I mean, I'll just by myself.
You're not making any money to be here? Cool. Okay. What about you?
No, I'm not making any money.
Not making any money? Okay. You just say you are aware of Ben's charges and stuff? Mm-hmm. Okay. Has Ben instructed you to be here? Nothing?
No, I'm here on my own accord.
Okay. What would that be?
I just want to help out in any way I can with this family who got robbed.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Like $200,000. That's
really?
A lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
And then he is on some payment thing on his phone, so I'm wondering if he's like either getting paid or something's happening with the transaction.
Apple Wallet, this guy's so dumb. Like a literal thumb caveman, like, oof, phone, wallet, you know what I mean? So dumb. Such a moron.
This is a weird one, but we've got a car full of maybe...
No, Spineless Ben does spill the beans later, of course.
Or other people, and they're all filming Richard.
No, he tells him he paid him after he's not with Sierra in the same body cam footage. You guys are giving him way too much credit here. I hated him before from this, guys. This is every time you've seen me until I was on the Toy Bounty Hunter stream. I had never seen the original one. I'd only seen this one that he posted on Instagram, and he put, my friend got arrested, didn't put my Instagram or YouTube, and then it's him just telling them Ben paid him to be there, and I've hated him since.
Right now. And I wonder if they're all following.
No, he admits he was paid later on. He only did that when Sierra was around. Once he pulls him away from Sierra, he says he was paid again.
Or if they all know Ben, or if Ben was even here. So, this...
Yeah, you guys are giving Spineless Ben way too much credit, bro. He definitely snitched again on this one. I hated him for this one.
This is weird, but here we are. What I need... Yeah, because the other party's kind of hot. I got to get this phone to the PD, and I don't want it to close. Because I want Wyatt to burn a warrant on it so we can verify this guy was or was not coordinating with Ben to violate that stalking charge.
Because of Ben. So here's how this works. If you guys do this on your own accord, which I believe you as well. He already told me this isn't on his own accord, so...
Did I, Richardson? Did I say this was not on my own accord?
Maybe you guys were on the same page. This is just going to keep going bad for Ben because he has... I can't tell you his charges, he's an adult, but he has specific charges around this address, this person. That means he cannot have people come here on his behalf. He cannot contact neighbors on his behalf for this person. Things like that. So he's kind of... Do we know this guy either?
I don't know. Hi, who are you?
Good. I'm here for like a GoFundMe chalk something.
Nope, we're not doing that today.
No?
Nope, we're out of here.
Okay. What happened?
Okay, I'm just gonna let...
Did they ultimately ever charge you? Did they ultimately ever charge you with anything?
I've never been in charge.
I've been in trouble before.
Oh, this is terrible.
Normally, I'm the good guy.
An entire police department in Utah turned on a YouTuber, and it was
because he has
maintained his phone so it didn't lock out, but it already locked out. So.
Okay, yeah, my bad, guys.
Officer Adamson walks over to Richardson. He tells him that, unfortunately for them, Sheldon's phone was locked.
That's where I'm at today, okay? Does that make sense?
It locked.
Great. Does that make sense?
I'm going to go talk to your other guy.
You guys are free to go.
Thank you so much. Good meeting you too.
Of course, have a good one.
I'm Ben as well. I'm not the Ben, but I am Ben.
Oh, your name's Ben?
My name's Ben
cool.
as well, so.
Cool.
And then he walks over to talk to Josh Johnson. And he immediately apologizes to Josh.
All right, my man. So sorry. There's a lot of components to this. So, the gentleman was arrested yesterday.
Yeah, Ben.
These guys, I don't have all of the answers for this, but it's sounding like he might be using his influence to have people come to the area.
That's exactly. Well, Ben was here. I saw him.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him. He went to her house. Check her Ring camera. Ben Schneider was here.
She's going to send it to us via email.
Yeah.
We talked to the neighbor. We took down the sign. She wasn't aware that's what it was.
To her. I figured she did. You know.
Give me 1 sec. I'm so sorry.
You're good, Ruby.
Hey, buddy. We've got a phone that needs to be processed. I'm trying to get Sean down here to take it to you, but there's a lot of moving parts to this. So give me a couple minutes and I'll call you. All right. Thanks. Goodbye. Yeah. Yes, and he was here. The victim is claiming that he did see him, and we may potentially have video evidence that he was here. But we're still trying to coordinate with this other group of individuals that are here what their involvement is, and we consequently have arrested one of them. So, and then I've got more people showing up asking for other stuff, and I'm having to turn them away because we're actively in the middle of this investigation. So.
No, you never see a cop on YouTube where they're like, "Oh yeah, cops," you know.
No. Hey, but you've been chill. I respect you a lot.
Okay. Well, you guys are good to go.
Cool.
Okay.
Shout out YouTube.
Yeah.
Shout out body cam, right?
Yeah.
The phone locked on me. I was trying to preserve that, but we may have to go the hard way on that. So we're almost done. But let me call you in 2 seconds. All right, thanks, bye. Okay.
So the kid you arrested has his meta glasses, and he's still recording inside the car.
That's fine, and it is what it is. We'll take those off of him. Do you know if he was live streaming from his meta glasses?
I have no. How would I know?
Okay.
But I have no idea. They're just doing it for YouTube and to harass the heck out of me.
Yeah, I get it. And our contact with you is not to be abrasive.
No,
it's just we have all these people coming into the. You saw the other guy, all that stuff.
You could be abrasive.
So
you have the right to do and say whatever the heck you want.
Well, we don't. We want to respect your rights. We want to find out if things are illegal. We've got that guy arrested. We're going to go figure that situation out. She's going to email the stuff, video surveillance to your email. I just gave it to her. So if you see him again, call us.
Yeah, we will. They went to the Orem Bricks and Minifigs and harassed them.
Okay.
And so at the same time, I was on the phone.
No, they never got a warrant to go through my phone, obviously.
With the CEO, and the Orem police said, call them right now to get these guys again.
Okay.
So they're not going to stop unless we do something.
Yeah, and we don't want you to get this either. We want to be done with this. But
yeah, meta glasses suck. Those were just like $40 Amazon spy glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably frustrating. Hey, the phone locked. We're going to just take it back to Nicosia. You can 1022 if you want to go to that other scene. Thanks, buddy.
Sorry, dude. Yelled at you.
Yell at me.
Food for thought. Don't run up on me. We're 5 feet away from being tased, dude.
Correct. Yeah, that's all right. Tase me. I deserve it.
So I understand the situation. It sucks.
Yeah.
Lieutenant has all the answers compared to me. So
you're good. Tase me if you need to. I would.
I have no integrity. I just caught me off guard.
If you have more problems, call us. If there's more people showing up, that gentleman said, "I'm here for."
Got my phone back.
A drone shot.
No. Oh, he's going to take video of my property.
Here's the thing. I told him, look, dude, you guys are becoming accessories to this stalking case. We don't want you guys to get arrested.
He was here yesterday.
Yeah, so this is just speculation right now, but I'm kind of thinking he's just reaching out to these guys and he's paying them to do this.
Yeah.
So there may not even be any ties to you directly with these people.
No, I don't know these people.
But we got to find out what's going on with this dude.
So body cam from a very first contact with him.
Yeah.
But I believe he directly said that he's paying people to do this.
Yeah, and I believe that. So if we have more people show up, call us. We'll explain it to them because we don't want to. it's a never-ending battle for us to come down and arrest randos that are going to get paid through Venmo for committing a crime.
Yeah.
But we want to still respect your privacy. And now that your neighbor is aware, do you know any more of your neighbors?
No, him mildly.
Okay. I'm not telling you what to do, but you may want to explain a little bit to them.
Yeah, imagine that talk with your neighbors. Like, hey, I stole, all these Legos. Quit using Gmail. Why shouldn't I use Gmail? I don't know. Yeah, probably should stop, I guess. Ben uses Gmail.
Braden.
Okay. Just so people aren't hanging signs on people's stuff.
Just so people aren't hanging. How dare we? What criminals?
They knocked on Brother Taylor's door back here.
Okay.
And they have some kind of escape back this way.
Okay.
So the 2 girls on Sunday escaped back that way, and they weren't able to get trespassed.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah.
Okay. What else?
I have a stalker. Yeah, I'm sexy. What can I say?
Do you have a case number for him? And we're off to the races.
Dupe it out.
What's that?
And give it and attach it to old stock.
New arrest.
It was Spineless Ben. Actually, they lied. She isn't. They're just okay with lying to the police to get themselves out of trouble. Even if it means lying about Ben too, I guess.
Probably. We just link them. You have a card? Hey, we're gonna get you a card, okay? We're gonna grab you a card. We'll be right back. Thanks. You will or will not? Yeah, we'll get it for you.
You didn't get Ben.
No, we don't know where he is.
Oh yeah, this is Josh's wet dream. He's been trying this since Lego Part 1 9 months ago.
When we got
100 billion%. I thought he was in the Chevy. Then
the Chevy was empty when we got here.
Yeah, he was here. He probably escaped somehow.
Probably, but if
he 100 billion% was here.
If he comes back, then we will deal with that. For sure.
Thank you. Cool. You're the best. Thank you.
Okay, let me go grab you a card. You're good. Here's the deal, though. I'm gonna loosen them if you don't fight me or do anything wrong. Which one hurts? Or both?
Yeah, they were on so tight, bro. It was crazy. I was like,
okay,
dude.
Sorry, I'm gonna do one at a time. So stretch that one out, and then it's going back in.
Okay. You're good. You're good. Put on. Please, not that tight. This hurts super bad, dude.
There you go. Is that loose enough?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and just a short ride back to the police department where we're going to explain kind of what you're involved in more.
Okay.
It's hard for you. Is that too tight? No, that's good. It's hard for you right now, I understand, because you're hearing everything from Ben and this side of it. You don't know the other side. So I don't think that you fully know what you're participating in right now. So that's why, well, you're under arrest for obstruction of evidence right now. But we're going to the police department and we're going to explain significantly more of what's going on.
Okay.
And if you cooperate, I think there's a high probability we cut you a break today.
Okay.
Just food for thought. You know, I'm not trying to hem anybody up. I don't want to be the asshole cop.
Yeah.
But I also have to do my job. And
yeah, you're good, man.
So just hear us out, okay?
I will. Yeah, for sure.
Did I put a seatbelt on you? Let me do that real quick. Stop for a drop.
Thank you.
Of course, have a good one.
Yep.
Call back if you need anything.
Okay.
So Sheldon is arrested. He's transported, handcuffed behind his back to the police station where he's put in an interrogation room.
He's in the search, right? Yep. Sorry, will you just relax a minute?
Yeah, no, I do.
You can go have a seat, leave it in a second, okay? For sure.
And then Detective Nicosia begins to question him.
Oh, I did
Thanks
so
for
bad.
being patient.
I did so bad. I should have just stayed quiet.
I understand your name's Sheldon, is that correct? Okay. My name's Detective Nicosia. I work here at the police department.
Throughout the interrogation, Detective Nicosia repeatedly claims that he has no idea what is going on.
I honestly don't really know what's going on. too much.
Yeah.
And I honestly want to give you the benefit of the doubt in telling me what's going on. I understand that you told officers on scene you didn't want to talk.
Yeah.
Which is okay, right? But we're trying to figure something out, and I don't want to put you on the hook.
Yeah, no, I did really bad. I've watched so many police interrogations, and normally you don't want to talk at all. Like, I couldn't even believe I was being interrogated. Like, it was kind of fun, honestly, a little bit. I don't know, yeah, I normally would have just stayed quiet, but, like, we didn't do anything, so I'm just like, whatever. It's like, I'm not in here for, like, a murder, you know what I mean? Like, I would never do something like that.
For something you didn't really do.
Detective, you have a guy here locked in a room that you had brought there in handcuffs, and you don't have an arrest warrant authorizing that. Maybe you should go talk to your colleagues who brought him there about whether or not they had probable cause to make a warrantless arrest. Or else, maybe you should release him immediately with an apology and beg him not to sue you, and then turn your investigation time towards your colleagues who just illegally kidnapped a person.
Yeah, right. So as I told them, we were just doing a GoFundMe. We were hanging up that sign. It was actually only going to be up for 1 hour. We had a professional drone guy coming out. I showed them the GoFundMe.
So rather than get anything incriminating out of Sheldon, whether against Ben or against Sheldon, instead, Detective Nicosia sits there and he listens to Sheldon very articulately explain everything that had happened thus far.
Oh, wow. Shout out a civil rights lawyer. I'm glad he complimented my articulation abilities.
I did willingly hand over my phone, but when I handed him my phone, my wallet popped up. So I said, hold up, let me hit my power button. And, I have it recorded as well. That's all I went and did. That's not obstruction of evidence, in my opinion, at all. So that's why, I obviously got very frustrated, because it's like, I'm willing to hand you my phone, but all of my money, right, my life savings is on that account. I could see it pull up, and it said it was about to pay something. So I just reached over and I clicked the button. That's all I did. I just was blacking out my phone screen. And then I let him have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact, it is actually impossible to delete something from an iPhone from a locked screen by hitting the power button. So in no context could I have been trying to erase something by hitting one button on my phone. Now I'm sure you have a phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it?
I imagine it wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I did. So I don't know how that's obstruction of evidence, but that is what it is.
But even so, Nicosia still did not let Sheldon go. He held him for an extended period of time with no charges, and they never did charge Sheldon with anything. And they would have, had he committed any crimes, just to exert pressure on Ben. And in reality...
Yeah, I literally said to myself, I'm like, I'm gonna interrogate this guy. Like, I don't know. I don't know, whatever. I said a lot of head-ass stuff in this, but, yeah.
They are the ones who basically kidnapped an innocent person and tried to intimidate and scare him, but it didn't work.
We got the neighbor's permission. It was, we weren't picketing. It was for the GoFundMe shoot on that fence, and that's all we were doing.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let me go look at some notes, and based upon what you told me, and then I'll come back in and we'll talk some more. Is that okay?
Is it okay if I use the bathroom?
Absolutely. Yep. Okay. I get it. I just got done working out, and I took a bunch of pre-workout, and I'm peeing like every 5 seconds, so it's just right down here.
They are the ones who violated numerous constitutional rights of innocent people in an attempt to do the bidding of this guy, Josh Johnson.
Me peeing's unprotected too.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, I'll be back with you in a second, okay? Alright, thanks for being patient again.
Yes.
So I have some...
Wow, they never Mirandized me at first. I just realized this.
Rights. I just got to read your Miranda rights again. Doesn't mean that you're going to jail or anything. Just, we're in this setting, right? You're detained at this point. I just want to make sure you're aware of your rights. Yeah. Okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
I thought it was almost funny, but it was like kind of traumatizing, obviously, to like get your phone yanked out of your hand and arrested for locking your phone. So then I obviously like talked way too much in my interrogation, which I'm kind of surprised about when I watch it, but I was just kind of in a state of shock. obviously, like, I'm also an aspiring comedian. Like, some people would even call me that.
Listen to me. This is how you win in life. Don't listen to any of these guys. You Google job, and the first thing that pops up, you click apply, and then dedicate your entire life to that company. You know, and if you save up in your 401k and invest a ton of your paycheck, you'll end up making what a YouTuber does in a year.
Honestly, I'm pretty funny, but that, you know, we were just trying to make a funny video to get engagement, to get money for Brian, and then we were all gonna throw a party, and it was the end of the content because no one wanted to get in any more trouble.
Okay. So when
the detective's Apple Wallet has a Miranda right, so he had to pull up Apple Wallet, you're telling me?
Yesterday, he understood, and you understood that it was, he couldn't come back to that house and he couldn't have contact with this guy that he was trying to serve papers at.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
You found my channel? Yeah, I thought the funniest first video was I'm quitting YouTube. I mean, it goes over a lot of people's heads, but the video is just like a joke.
Ben says I just need to stay away from the house, and I'm just trying to make sure what you're saying and I'm understanding is correct, because sometimes they get misunderstood, right?
Yeah.
So Ben's saying, I can't go back there, I just need to stay away and just kind of go back home or do whatever.
Yeah, that was the plan, yes.
Okay. And then you said, I'm going to take lead on this GoFundMe, get the money for Brian, and kind of take lead on making this final video and then taking off.
Yeah,
is
that's correct.
Is that
correct?
So
we were done, yeah.
Okay. So when you say we, it's Ben, you...
Basically just me and him, yeah.
And then a couple other guys to help film and stuff?
Yeah, they just, cameramen and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
The good thing about you talking with the detective is that you got him to admit that you had been falsely arrested.
Yeah, that was I interrogated him.
The whole phone thing today. Remind me, how does an Apple Wallet open up?
Well, when I pulled it out, I clicked the button, so then it said Apple Wallet pulled up, and I was trying, and I handed it to him, and it said wallet. And he was walking around, I could see him, and had the wallet up, and it has all my money in Apple Cash, and I told him, I'm like, whoa, and he's like, stop, and I'm like, I'm just hitting the button, that's all I'm doing. You can have the phone.
The lock button?
If you hit the lock button, if you hit it like twice, it pulls up, and it says, like, tap to pay and stuff, so it was up on my wallet.
Maybe mine's not set up, I've never set it up.
Yeah, if you have Apple Wallet, you press, so I must have just accidentally pressed it twice. So I was just trying to tap the button. That's all I was doing. Like, obviously, like, I'm handing him my phone. It wasn't like I was just telling him, that's all I was trying to do. Just trying to hit the phone.
He had no warrant to seize your phone, and he did not have your voluntary consent to seize your phone. Is that right?
Yeah, I said no when they asked. If I'm not mistaken, you're the lawyer. When he said we're seizing your phone, we need it, like, that was a lawful command, correct? Even if a lawful command isn't lawful, like, if a police officer tells you to do something in that scenario, you have to comply, right?
I mean, you didn't even resist though. I mean, you did hand him the phone, even if you did lock it first or take your wallet off this. I mean, he had no right to have your phone in the first place. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you complied or didn't comply. He was going to take the phone if he was going to take the phone.
We're going to need your phone.
Lieutenant Adams, if you correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to seize your phone.
Yep, let me see your phone. Okay.
He
Don't.
runs. You know what
Do
I mean?
not do that.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand me? Right now, you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back. That's a worse charge than what you're looking at.
I was just locking my
No,
phone.
no.
Yeah, I was just locking my phone.
I don't
That's
think
all
so.
I did.
Okay, I don't think so.
It was on. Look, it's on my credit card.
But when you quickly grab it after
I wasn't
go to
going to
grab
grab
the
it back.
phone and we tell you that the phone is being silenced.
Yeah, I was giving it to you.
Stop talking.
I was
Stop
giving
talking.
it to you.
Okay.
It's
That's
on
a problem.
It's on my money. Look, it's on my wallet. I was turning it off.
But this is a problem. Is when I reach for the phone and you quickly pull it away.
I was just locking
that
it.
makes
That's
me
all I was
believe
doing.
that you're potentially.
Can you just
trying
hit the
to
lock
destroy
button?
I'm not
It's
going
about
to.
to pay.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to manipulate this phone
After
at
he
all.
just touched it?
Right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay.
The guys, I'm not going to manipulate this at all. And then it's him walking around, and I was watching from the inside of the police car, and when the lady walked up to him, because I was nervous, I hit the button twice. I noticed it was unlocked, and it pulled up my wallet, and I wasn't sure if you could get into my phone with the wallet open with it unlocked. So, but luckily he was just a living thumb and was sitting there playing. It reminded me of a toddler trying to keep a phone unlocked. And then the lady came up to talk to him, and he put it away, and then he pulled it out.
Well, I was trying to maintain this phone so it didn't lock out, but it already locked out. So.
But he was manipulating it. You know, and I'm 100,000% sure the Supreme Court ruled you need a warrant to go through someone's phone, and I knew that. I knew that the whole time. Just hit the button. I just didn't want my wallet up. If like he had accidentally clicked something while that was up, and like it could have paid a bill I wasn't trying to pay, and it's like I really like am not like super rich, so I just really needed that closed. It's also like my life savings is on there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Makes
it's like
sense.
there's no way to delete something from a phone by pressing the home button. That's not how phones work. And he admitted it. And I was like, what are we doing here? You know, how am I even in this interrogation room? Like, you told me I'm under arrest. Now I'm detained. You've admitted that the thing you've arrested me for isn't even possible.
So do you know whether or not they ever did get into your phone?
Well, I know he went through all of my wallet. You can see it in the, unredacted body cam footage. He's just walking around, keeping the phone screen unlocked. So he definitely was like, going through all my cards. And I checked later. And if you pull up wallet, unless you have Face ID, so I can pull up wallet, but if you're not me, because of Face ID, he couldn't get in it. So I don't think they did. I think he definitely tried. I mean, you saw he tried snatching my phone out of my hand when he saw it was unlocked.
If I go get your phone, can we test to see how the Apple Wallet pulls up?
Yeah.
and everything?
Yeah, I can show you.
Okay. Let me go grab it and I'll be back with you, okay?
Ultimately, they never charged you with anything, right?
Yeah, I thought it was one of those things I thought of later. I'm like, dang it, I should have just said, "Hey Siri, lock my phone," and it would have worked.
That's correct. Yes, I was never charged. But I was told I was when I was arrested. So I was told I was arrested. I was taken to the police station in handcuffs. I was interrogated, and then I was told I was free to go.
I'll let you do it. That way I'm not... Maybe you have to unlock it
Oh, yeah,
first?
see? Your passcode is required to open wallet. It opened my wallet. I double-clicked it.
So it must have been unlocked when...
Yeah,
And
when
then
I-
you double tapped it to
No,
try
it's
to
because
lock
it's
it.
because they tried going through my phone so many times that the Face ID was disabled. Which you guys who have iPhones know that's how that works.
They opened my wallet. So I just, like I said, my wallet was open, and I was just trying to that's all I was trying to do, dude. I just wanted my wallet. And I told Matt, I'm like, hey, I know you're mad, dude. I'm not trying to grab your phone.
Can we test it while it's unlocked? Like, do you want to unlock it and then...
They had me show them how Apple Wallet works in the interrogation. And, like, I was all nervous that they were trying to get me to type in my passcode so they could get into it. So I, like, really quickly did it and made sure, the footage couldn't see it, at least I hope. So this is what was up.
Okay.
See? And it's got all my money on it. And that's what he was walking around with.
All right. So you were just trying to lock it from
Yep,
there?
that's all I was trying to do.
All right.
At no point were you told you were free to leave.
No, they had my phone hostage. Where am I going to go? I'm out of state, and you have and I told them all my money was on my Apple Cash because I had to bond, and this is what sucked. I had to bond Ben out, right? So this is why it would have been complete nonsense if they went through my phone. They were trying to accuse me of being paid by Ben. I had just paid my life savings bonding Ben out of jail. Apple paid me what his bond cost. So Ben had just sent me like $2,000. So if they had seen that, they were going to say, and it's like, that's why it's none of their business what transactions I have with my friends. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we know he paid you to be here. And Ben did not pay me to be there. Like, I'm in it for the love of the game, bro. You know what I mean? I'm in it for the love of the game. We're getting Brian his Legos back. That's the literal truth.
Okay,
That's all I was trying to do.
If you want to just hang out for a little bit longer, phone's locked. I'm not going to go through it or anything. So, yeah, just hang out for a second and I'll be back with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for doing that. Thank
Yeah,
you
no
for
problem.
being cooperative and everything. It really goes along. Do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
You want some water or anything like that?
I'm fine. It's all good.
Okay. Let me know if there is, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
This is Officer Tonga.
What's that?
Just trying to get a little bit more information.
Yeah.
So, did you see Ben?
Yes.
Okay, what was he wearing?
He's wearing the same blue sweater. I'll send you a video.
Okay, awesome. Just text it to that same number.
Yeah, that I've been texting.
Yep.
Yeah, I got black pants, blue hoodie. I got him coming from that lady's house, like my neighbor.
Gotcha. Yeah, just go ahead and send me that video, and then we're working on something right now. Hopefully resolve the issue. So he's been relentless.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. I was gonna ask for a Coke. I don't drink pop, but I was gonna take a sip of the Coke and be like, Wham bam, thanks for the coke, take me back to the cell.
I can't imagine
I don't
what
know if
you're
you
going
guys ever
through
seen
right
that
now.
clip.
Yeah, dude, like my daughter is flipping out. She can't sleep now. My wife's pretty mad about that.
I'm sorry to hear
She's
that.
5, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in a 5-year-old mind, she has nightmares, and then now we got dickhead knocking on, taking pictures in the windows and all this. It's just a lot,
Yeah. So, well,
I'm really sick. I'm like deathly ill.
I'm sorry to hear that too. That doesn't help.
Yeah.
So if I have any further questions, I'll give you a call. But if you could just send me that video, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll send you the pictures and the videos I got from today.
Okay. Thank you.
You're the best. Thank you.
Bye.
How you doing? Doing all right. Good. A couple more questions.
I was
You're
so
free to
bored,
talk.
I was pulling up tissues.
Okay. So this guy in American Fork, they're hanging a poster by his house.
Yeah.
What's his involvement in all this Lego crap?
He's the owner.
He's the owner of
He's the one who
Briggs.
stole the money.
He's the owner of Briggs and Figs. Is that the company?
Yeah, it's Bricks and Minifigs. It was in Salem, Oregon. He's the owner.
So when the SWAT raid happened, you weren't there. You were already.
I was in the interrogation room.
Just hang tight. Still, we're just trying to filter through all this stuff, and we'll get through this. Okay.
Okay, for sure.
Need anything? Can I get you some water, or a water bottle, or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, sounds good. Let me know if you need anything. Okay. All right. You just knock on the door, and we'll come. We're just right outside. So. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
But it wasn't just Sheldon. They were coming after Ben and everyone with him at gunpoint. Ben and them were just sitting there in their Airbnb, and unbeknownst to them, numerous officers with the American Fork Police Department were approaching that Airbnb from various directions, firearms at the ready.
I was at the Airbnb right after Sheldon got arrested, and we were kind of just waiting to see if he was going to get booked in a jail or not, so we could maybe bail him out, and waiting to hear back from the police station.
So we went back to the Airbnb, and that's when the raid happened.
And what was that like?
That was scary that was very scary. That was the first time I had guns pointed to my face.
Hey, they're probably going to be quick to film. They're probably going to be quick to pull their phones out, so just be aware of that. Go.
Yeah, I doubt his wife and kids were scared. We didn't even they wouldn't even probably notice we were hanging up a sign or anything, really. How did you stay so calm? I don't know. Your boy got it passed. That wasn't nothing.
Down. Low. Basement access, west side.
I'm going to go in the back.
We're all going to.
And I'm actually better if I guess I'm kind of a derelict. It's since I was protecting my friend Ben, it was easier. I don't know. I just kind of work like that though.
The back, because that's the only access.
Okay, there's no windows up here.
Correct. And there's a door on the inside that'll separate.
In there, big perimeter, see if you've got the door.
Yeah, no, we're good. There's no way out.
Yeah, Sierra is dope. She's cool.
Prior to this SWAT team or whatever it was entering the house, did they ever knock and announce their presence or give anyone the opportunity to open the door, or did they just bust in?
They just opened the door themselves and said, "This is a search warrant. Everybody come out." Yeah, nobody answered the door.
You ready?
Everybody step out. Come outside. Search warrant. Stand up and come outside. Right now. Let's go. Step outside. Step outside, everybody. Come on. Everybody step outside.
No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay?
Okay. Oh, can I?
Yeah, shout out Tyler's Production. He's the next PewDiePie.
Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
Are we all going to prison today?
Are we all going?
Serious?
Are we all going to prison?
Like,
We'll talk to you about that here in a second.
okay.
Dang, that's pretty tight.
Is anybody else in the house?
Anything on your
I can't take off my bag now.
I didn't realize that you had a bag.
Okay, don't move, okay? Do you have anything in your pockets?
No.
Don't dig for anything.
Was that completely unexpected?
Yeah, no one was expecting them to show up. I think Ben was calling the police department to see like if Sheldon had gotten booked and if like we could get him out. The cops just like entered. They said they had their guns drawn. They were like, everybody out. That was a scary experience.
Did they actually point guns at you?
Yeah. Yeah, they all had their guns out.
Did they say anything to you about why they were there or what was happening?
No, they said nothing. So like no one knew like why they were there.
Is it cool if you take my earbud out and
Yeah,
put it?
I'll do it once you sit down.
Cool.
I'm just gonna put your glasses.
Sure.
I just don't want them to fall off and break.
Very kind of you.
Oh yeah, very kind. That was the Megalogonian. That was the big boy, guys. This one right here. That was the biggest Josh stole Dying Man's life-saving poster. We never got to use it.
It's gonna be the upstairs. Clear.
There's a lock here, but yeah.
A lock?
Yeah.
Like the closet? Okay, that's normal with the Airbnb.
Remember good old Officer Richardson? Well, he took out a search warrant, swearing under oath to a judge that he had probable cause to believe that there were stolen Legos inside Ben's Airbnb.
Just check around, make sure you don't see anything else.
Sorry, yours is going.
Get out of here.
Included in the warrant are
Okay,
Legos.
we're good for now, and I'll coordinate with the detectives.
Point this gun at the hydrogen peroxide.
Cool. Need that at all? Good for right now?
I may.
Okay.
You know, stressful situations kind of makes my breathing like.
I get you. If you need it, I want you to tell me so I can get it for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We gone over him, Tonga? Tonga. We gone over him? He searched me. We can search me again. Yes, main target's in custody. So I don't know if we need anything else here at the Airbnb. I also don't know who Orem is looking for, but we're taking them all to the PD.
Did they ever claim to have an arrest warrant for you?
No, they just said search warrant. But for some reason, we're all getting put in handcuffs and all getting put in the back of cop cars taken to the police station.
Okay. Hey, Sean, separate the one in blue from the rest of them. His property's behind him.
With me? Yeah.
We just put him in a car first.
Are we all going?
No knock search warrant. I've never seen
It
that
wasn't
before.
no knock. Your door was open.
Was it?
Yeah. So you just
So you can
announced
just go
it,
in?
Yeah.
That's
Well, we
crazy.
didn't go in. We
No.
called you to us, right?
Oh yeah.
Called you out, announced, and said, "Come out here."
I don't know how it works. So.
No knock. We'd hit the door off the hinges and come
Oh
in.
really?
That'd be bad.
Yeah, and we don't want to do that, right? He said, "Come out
There's a
here."
camera. Don't drop
No
that.
knock. We'd hit the door off the hinges.
You good?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Right?
Okay.
So. Fine.
He's got my cuffs too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Let's go through your phone, Adamson. What do you got? What do you got, buddy? What do you got going on? Huh? Let's see what he's got. No, the door wasn't open.
No, I'm saying like.
What do you got?
Like every officer gets one.
Let's go through Adamson's phone, guys.
Hey, I have my bag in there. Are you locking that up? Can I get my bag out at least?
So-
the question is, are we coming back here? Or am I getting my stuff? or are we leaving?
So right now, just so you're aware, I can't answer all that stuff.
Okay.
So
You can't even tell us if we're like going somewhere.
well, right now the plan is to take you to the police department.
Oh what?
So that's kind of where we're at. Okay.
Okay.
As far as like everything that's happening, I can't tell you that. Back here, I can't tell you all that.
I'm gonna lock the door right there. I just pressed the lock key. So if you guys get released, then you can figure out to get your property with the owner of the Airbnb. Okay.
So you notice how he said the property? He already knew because the guy's in his truck.
But you saw we didn't come out with anything else. We're not planning on going back in. You guys are going to go to the PD. We're going to figure out what we're doing, and then some of you may end up going to jail. Some of you may end up getting released. We'll see what happens.
You have one in your car?
Okay. Where's his stuff?
My stuff.
All this file?
Yep.
Okay, just for policy, I gotta search you again before we put you in the car. Okay. In the car. Yeah. You're waiting your stance there.
Alright, so I'm gonna hold your arm just so you don't fall, okay?
Sure. That's locked, just so you know. Okay. Do you have a copy of the 29?
Richardson does.
For the homeowner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go now?
Yeah. And then keep him separate from the rest of them.
Put him in one of the smaller ones?
Take him straight to detectives.
What's the plan once we get there?
So detectives want to interview him because he's primary for our case. But Orem said they're looking for a bunch of these guys. Provo's looking for a bunch, and Sandy's looking for a bunch. So they're looking at potentially criminal usury, F2 for most of them. Mm-hmm. And that guy with the little beard, he was the one that kept wanting to do the drone shot, and I kept telling him to get out of here. So.
Oh,
that
copy of the 29?
Yeah, do you have an extra copy of the 29? I can give it to the homeowner. And then we still need to service whoever rented the Airbnb with a copy too.
Jack. Or Ben, whatever.
Okay, so just print another one when you get down there and then serve one on him.
Cool.
Okay. Well done. Good catch. Thank you.
Yeah, you just hit the lock button on Airbnbs.
Is all his?
Yep.
Alright, brother, I got you filming all the stuff up here.
The only one that needs to be separated is this one. What about this guy?
What up, big black dog?
Yeah, let's just do this. How many are there? 5?
We have 2 in our car.
So he's going to detectives. That leaves 4. We have 4 holding cells. Okay. On it. We're rolling. Hey. Come here. Do you remember we were doing Hydro with the guy with the Deagle?
Huh?
Remember when we did Hydro with the guy with the Desert Eagle?
Yeah.
This is his Airbnb. He's in my truck right now.
Really?
And that's so And I told people that. He was like, what the fuck? That's so funny. Detectives are going to have Orem come and look at these guys to see, because they have video surveillance of all their guys. So we'll keep them on ice until we can start stripping resources. But it sounds like the other shift's rolled in. They're starting to take calls.
They're starting to take calls, which is good.
Okay.
And we'll make sure everything's cleared up.
That was great. And the fact that they were coming out when we were walking up. The main kid had his phone recording, so I shut it off. But
the other kid had a GoPro. We're out of here.
AK-47, code 4.
Just gonna give him this copy of the warrant, tell him how it went. Where these douchebags probably have property. Oops. Shouldn't have said that.
So they just arrested them. They were all transported handcuffed to the police station, where they were placed in separate locked holding rooms. And then they were interrogated separately. None of them were informed of any charges against them, and this was all done in the absence of any arrest warrants authorizing those arrests.
I think we're just going in and getting checked. So, I mean, or like questioned. Probably. Interrogated, pretty much.
Well, they haven't said I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
They haven't told me you haven't been to the property since you've been told.
Mm-mm.
No. So.
I haven't even driven Ben or anywhere either.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't even been in Ben's car. We've just only been with him at one point.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sitting in an awkward position. Ow.
You okay?
Yeah. Are you good?
Mentally or physically?
Both.
Yeah, shout out Tyler.
I'm real stressed. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you hurting?
Yeah. but
is it your cuffs?
no, it's not my cuffs. It's just the awkward. My collarbone.
Okay, there's a lot of radio traffic going on. Okay, what I want
Copy
you to do.
1082 times 5 at 1759.
Let me see what. Did you say that we're going to be transporting everybody? Yeah, transporting to the PD.
Which police department are we going to?
American Fork.
Okay, cool.
I'm just trying to think about using pleading the fifth and stuff. With those things.
No, I'm willing to comply. I haven't done anything. Okay. If I plead the fifth, that means I need a lawyer. I don't need a lawyer if I haven't done anything. So that's true.
Ah, there we go. Okay, come on out.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go in this big metal door. Okay. Hit that door. Okay, we're gonna go into holding cells inside the next door.
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
Okay. We're gonna, Richardson, we're separating. So,
1947.
one of you is gonna go in this big room. Go on your left. Purple shirt, go. Cuffs, take him back. You pulling cuffs? Will you go with him? I'll close the door. I'm not gonna let you sit here in the dark. Face up before me. Okay. We're gonna unhook these. Don't move. Don't do any funny business. Okay, stay right there for me. Okay, number one.
I can confirm, in fact, Tyler is a very solid friend.
One more, maybe. Okay, have a seat. There is a toilet and water if you need it. Okay? How long? I'm not sure. We'll check in with you. So if you need something or we'll just we'll work on it, okay? Silver cups? I don't know, I'm just holding myself for now. I got one more 82 in mine. Okay, let's do it. Alright, step forward. We're gonna go this cell right here. So be able to stand in the doorway, take your cuffs off real quick.
Yeah, I'm not really adding much. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'm not really adding much. Sorry, chat. I don't know. Not much to say. I'm sure we've all seen it, but maybe I should shoot ahead. See what we got. Boy, done. Help me. Let's cut to me.
If not later. Like I said, it was dark. I don't really remember because then I'm like, oh, I got out and I'm trying to call Ben and no one's answering. And I'm like, dude, what is going on?
Hi, are you Ben?
Yes.
Ben, I'm Detective Nikosha. I work here at the police department.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you're aware of your rights. Doesn't
Okay.
mean you're going to jail or anything, but just because we're in this setting and I may ask some questions that may come off as like interrogation or type stuff.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So I just
Yeah,
want to make
okay.
sure you're aware of your rights and also that we're kind of covered and everything. Okay. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to an attorney. Do you understand the rights that I have just read to you?
Yes.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak with me?
I'm assuming if I say no, then I go to jail.
I mean, I can't. I have to ask you some questions. I'm just confused with.
Yeah, I want to share my side. Yeah, I think there's a lot of lies going around. I can clear
Okay.
stuff up. Yeah.
And if you don't want to answer a specific question, like I said, you can just say, "Hey, I don't want to answer that question." That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what's going on? Because it sounds like police have been in contact with you, or kind of your, I'm gonna say posse, but for the past 4 days, right?
Yeah, I guess I can.
just say everything if you want.
Whatever you
or,
want to share me, and whatever you think is.
'cause I don't know how much you know already, but basically, I'm a journalist. Is kind of a weird word. I'm a YouTuber. And at first, I started just making slackline videos, and then over time, it's kind of gotten more into journalism, and I've kind of gained a niche of going in, like, people email me stories, and then I go in. Basically, it's usually corrupt organizations. I go in, and then I think the thing that separates me from other people is I don't just report on it. I actually take it to the next step. And like,
No, I've never seen her yet. I've seen the AFK anthem, yeah.
shut them down. So someone hit me up. They said, "Hey, this company called Bricks and Minifigs stole my entire family's life savings from my dad. He spent his entire life collecting the world's biggest Star Wars Lego collection. It's worth $200,000, and he put it in this store so they could sell it for him. And they just kept the Legos and didn't pay him anything. And obviously it's for YouTube, so we're gonna be a little goofy with it, you know. But we had our legal right to put that sign there because it's in public property. And if anyone asked us to take it down, obviously we would take it down. But basically the joke was we're gonna have, because obviously he's not gonna want to be served, you know. Like if we knock at his door and say, "Hey, we're here to serve you papers," he's not gonna answer. So it was like, oh, he's gonna walk out to take out the sign. Then, hey, you've been served. We go home. That's it. We see him in court, you know. And then all of a sudden the police come and they're like you're stalking him. And I'm like, explain to the police. I'm like, we're not stalking him. We're doing like I even told the cop, I'm like, I wish we could just send him an email, like show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us. But this is how the law works. Like that's not my fault. Like I don't make the law. If I made the law, send him an email. Or letter in the mail. I don't know. Like that's how I would do it. But I'm not the one that writes the law, the government is. So I was like, we are just following what the law says, you know?
We have a felony stalking case right now between somebody that he was hanging out with.
Okay.
It's between Provo, Orem, American Fork, and Sandy. All felonies.
Who are they stalking anyway?
A person in American Fork. I can't tell who the victim is.
Okay.
It's been a series of a lot of events.
Thanks, Nailhead. Yeah, Liver King's pretty insane, yeah. Yeah, steroids suck.
The kid you're with, Ben, he's arrested last night for this. Got out of jail, did the same shit today. Felonies. Everyone's facing felonies.
That's pretty serious shit.
It's super serious. We did not expect you to be there.
It's super serious. Super serial, dude. This is super serial. No one even gets a charge.
So when we do these things, we have an ops plan. We have a rough idea who we think is going to be there. Pretty much everybody.
So this is a raid, Jack, is what they're doing.
This was a search warrant. Jack had guns pointed in his face. This was a search warrant.
Oh, they didn't point them at me, but they had them.
Like that sign is a funny sign, you know, and like we have the freedom of speech to say that, you know, and it's true. It's not defamation. I mean, even if it is defamation, he has to get us in civil court. But it's not defamation. It is true. Like that is what he did, and I have so much evidence to back it up in our documentary. And we have the freedom of speech for that person to put that up on their property, and I thought we were doing a good thing by getting this family their money back, you know, and like we're like, because the police said, hey, do not serve them court papers, which means basically the police told me, do not take this man to court or else he will get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know.
How did you get in touch with these other guys that you just met 3 days ago?
I think I put on an Instagram story maybe. I was like, hey, if you're in Utah, you want to help take down a bad guy, hit me up.
Okay. All right.
From a storytelling perspective, I like to show, don't tell, if that makes sense. So I could tell the audience, I could tell someone, this is wrong, but if you're a bad guy, obviously you're not going to listen. But what if you could show a bad guy that through like art, that what you're doing is wrong, you know? So it was basically just a satire piece where we were like, hey, here's this, do you want this package? He's like, yeah. We're like, okay, sign here then. And so he signs, and then in it, it's like, we said in the contract, like, you have to do the chicken dance, you have to do, like, it's just obviously a goofy satire contract.
Gotcha.
So it's just a piece of satire to show in the video, this is why it's wrong. And now his own methods happen.
Was their idea that facing a public sock? No, they never gave an explanation.
But not in a real way, in a satire way.
Gotcha. Okay. Hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And need anything? Water?
I don't think so.
Okay. If you do, just knock on the door here, and we're just right out here.
Actually, is there a bathroom? Am I allowed to go to the bathroom, or is that?
Yeah, you can.
I can hold it if you'd rather me stay here.
I don't care either way. I can take you over to the bathroom or not.
I gotta have to pee.
I'm not going to make you sit here and...
I don't have to pee like that bad, but it's kind of good.
Well, I'm not going to make you sit here and fidget and spin and do whatever. I hate those faucets.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I bet they most are. I think Josh is just a really bad guy.
Oh no.
You guys changing here too?
I don't, but some do.
Oh, nice. Is this you get like a police chase and you're all sweaty running around?
Yeah, we're back
This
right
way?
here.
This way? Okay.
No, you're good.
Ben is so just genuine. It's so funny.
Hey, Ben.
Hello.
Hello.
Another few quick questions.
Another thing is, I used to tell everyone the plan before I did videos. Like, here's the plan. But
No, yeah, he's totally making it up. Josh, and no one ever looked in his windows. He's insane.
now it's kind of like show up and I'll tell you the plan on camera, because then you get their reaction on camera. You know, it's like, here's the plan, guys, and then you get their reaction. And so most of these guys don't even know what they're doing. Like, if anyone's in trouble, it's me. You know, so
I feel like I'm being like
right
super
here's
boring.
our
Sorry,
wrestling, like,
chat.
this is what the like.
I've
If
seen
we
this
could
stuff
just
so
email
many
him,
times.
that
Let's
would
cut to
be
me.
much-
Yeah.
I'm homeless for like an hour and a half, and then Tyler finally comes and.
So that's the fifth video in the episode, or the fifth episode of the video. Yeah, so I guess you can kind of see what I do. It's like I just take down bad guys and stuff, like people like torture other people and stuff, and that's exactly what this guy's doing. It's literally the exact same thing. He's this bad guy, and he's making up stories about us to get us arrested and stuff. But I think in the end it'll all work out and justice will be served. But yeah. Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello. I made a GoFundMe and they arrested me.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So they release you, they give you your phone back. What happens next?
I end up walking around, like finally Tyler gets let go too. He's got to go pick up Victor from the airport. So I end up just walking around homeless for like an hour and a half. And then Tyler finally comes and gets me.
Then what did you guys do?
We went and bonded Ben out. And then this is what ended up happening with bonding Ben out. I paid his bond, right? And it was $2,000. The second I paid it, they raised his bond to $2,500. So they said I couldn't get my $2,000 back for a whole 2 weeks, and it was my only money. So then we had to have all these, and we had to scramble around. I maxed out every one of my credit cards, cash advances. I maxed out every possible withdrawal limit on all three of our cards, and I literally got on my hands and knees and was like, yeah, because we'd been trying to withdraw money for like 4 hours, and my last credit card had $20 left, and that's what we were short. So then, because when they raised the bond after we paid it, it glitched out their system, and they were saying they would only accept cash. And they're like, or you can call this Utah Pay thing. And I was on hold for like 2.5 hours while we're doing all these cash advances and stuff. And then they finally answer, and then they hung up. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that really
you're
happened.
kidding me. You know what I mean? So we were for 4 or 5 hours trying to bond this guy out. It sucked so bad, but that's why we were all so excited when we got him out.
Let's go, man.
I will be in touch as well about this lawyer that I would like to set you guys up with.
Yeah, tell him I'll retain him instantly.
He's always in trials. When I was trying to get Ben to talk to him, this guy was in a trial, like waiting on a verdict, but he's definitely interested. Have you agreed yet to represent any of the people involved? Or are you still investigating?
We are actively discussing what legal action can be taken against the American Fork Police Department and what the timeline would look like for such litigation. I'm based in Detroit, but I litigate 1983 police cases pretty much all over the country. I've done 1983 police civil rights cases in about 24 states. I think a little more than 24 states. It's something that I'm willing to litigate anywhere if somebody's rights are violated.
One of the wildest parts of this whole thing is that when the SWAT team entered the Airbnb, that they arrested or that they put all these kids in handcuffs and then took them down to the police station.
Have you
put
proved
them
the
in holding
system actually
cells,
went down? Not
and then-
really. They just said, yeah, it just wouldn't work for credit card anymore. And then they said it took like 2 weeks for me to get my money back. It was a mess. It took hours. It sucked.
and individually interrogated them about Ben. All the while, none of them were being charged with anything or told they were being charged with anything or were actually charged with anything other than Ben. And so they're just telling them, well, you were just being detained.
I think this is one of those situations where the goal was a combination of intimidation and let's see what we can get out of them. Maybe one of them would have turned on Ben. Maybe one of them would have said, yeah, I know we're harassing them. Ben told us to harass them. Maybe one of them would have confessed to something else. You know, last night we were at the house doing meth. It could be that they were just hoping for something like that, or that they could trick one of these kids into providing something which is materially false, or which could be claimed to be materially false, and then you get to charge them with obstruction. That's why talking to the police is never, ever, ever a good idea. If they've got enough, they're going to charge you. And if they don't, what's the point in talking? They don't want to get your side, as they claim. They want to see if they can get enough to charge you or charge somebody else. So unless you're the victim of a crime, don't talk. Just keep your mouth shut. Because what these kids were able to do, and it's by virtue of the fact that they were just completely honest and they were not engaged in any unlawful activity. But had they been involved in any unlawful activity, or had they been the slightest bit dishonest to these cops, bet your bottom dollar they would have been charged with some sort of crime. But after all these hours of interrogation and hours of detainment, and hours of intimidation, they got nothing on them except for these very weak charges against Ben.
Yeah, so it got progressively worse. Like the first day, they get pulled over.
Sorry,
for the
Solomon,
alleged
we're cutting to me,
Obtain a warrant
the star of the
to
stream,
search
dude.
the home, which of course is what happened.
Did you guys go back to Ben's Airbnb?
We did, and they kicked us out. So then, we got back finally at like 4 a.m. It was super cold, and then there was a note on the door saying we were kicked out.
Really?
Yeah.
Kicked out from who? The Airbnb owner?
Yeah, the one who told the police we had stolen Legos. Yeah.
You had already booked it, and you were already staying there, or Ben was, and then you guys get there, and there's a note on the door from the owner saying you're kicked out?
Yeah.
Thanks for the 10 memberships. Somna.
Yeah, so
Sick.
you can come back at a time you can schedule to get your stuff, but your SOL, because we had gone back to the Airbnb and stuff, and after the raid,
Yeah, being cross-examined by Solomon would suck for sure.
and I kept saying like they're probably gonna
Damn,
kick us
Solomon,
out.
they're going hard, bro. Thank you.
So in between there, yeah, it's like we did stop in there, and then they didn't like that, so they completely locked it down, like Fort Knox on us. So then it was like, just a note on the door, and then we had to go get a hotel.
What do you know about that? Because I'm an Airbnb host. My brother is an Airbnb host, and as Airbnb hosts, you don't really have any interaction with the people using your Airbnb outside of just
thanks, Somna. Justice for Tattle's a member now.
communication through the app. Like you're generally not seeing them or talking to them in person, or putting yourself in a position where you're overhearing what they're talking about. Do you know whether they had some sort of like surveillance at the setup? The owner was like surveilling his tenants or something?
I mean, for him to have reported us to the police, he would have had to have at least been eavesdropping and being nosy, because it's like, also we're filming a video, so we were probably being kind of loud and stuff. But still, we're not, we're YouTubers, dude. We're not like, we didn't steal the Legos, you know what I mean? So it's ridiculous. It's like, and it's kind of like if he did do that, and eavesdrop, and it's like the saying, when you assume something, you make an ass out of you and me, because it's like, if you felt like we stole, like, come talk to us, you know what I mean? Ben's the most approachable guy I've ever met in my entire life. He's just like a literal human golden retriever, dude. So it's like, I don't know, it's really interesting to like, instead of just coming and talking to the most approachable human being that probably will ever exist in our species' history, you just go tell the police on him and lie.
Do you know whether Ben had any interaction with that owner of that Airbnb?
No, we did after, and they were telling us why they kicked us out, and Ben was super nice about it. I told him, I'm like, yeah, dude, this dude isn't a criminal. This is like reckless Ben. He's like a hero and stuff. and then they didn't care at all.
It's going to be very interesting to see if this conversation, whether it was a conversation, emails, text messages, whatever it was, with the Airbnb owner, if there's some record of what was actually said from the Airbnb owner to the police. Because it will be very interesting to see what they would actually say in the course of, let's say, a deposition. He asked the homeowner, what exactly did you tell the police? Did you tell the police that you heard the boys talking about Lego toys that they had stolen? And then you ask the police also, are you certain that that's what was said? And how was it said to you? And see if they stick by this or change their stories.
With all the information they had, they ran with this other bit of information from this mysterious source and used that to like do the ultimate thing that they wanted to do, which was bust in this house and make this dramatic display. And another thing is, did they have any arrest warrants at this time? Because if all they had was a search warrant, as we know, the courts allow them to handcuff everybody that's in the home during the duration of the search. But it does not, to my knowledge, allow them to handcuff everybody just for a search warrant, go put them in a police car, and then take them to an interrogation room at some other location and hold them for hours and interrogate them.
As far as I know, they all waived their Miranda rights and spoke. And even with all of that, apparently there was nothing to charge any.
He's coming for the bad guys.
Them with, except for these questionable charges against Ben himself. You know, what I find interesting about this case is that these guys did everything wrong from a legal advice standpoint. We've got somebody willingly giving over his phone. We've got somebody consenting to drug tests to feel sobriety.
Whoa, Solomon. I told them no. I didn't willingly. I mean, I guess I did say I was willingly giving over my phone. I felt like it was a lawful command, dude. I guess I'm wrong, Solomon. I mean, it's crazy.
Tests to waiving Miranda and making statements. These are.
I gave over my phone, but I told them they couldn't go through it. So you can have the phone, but you're not going through it.
But any lawyer worth his or her salt would say, don't do it. And they did it all. They did it. They did all of these things. And all the police needed was one inconsistency or one confession, something that they could distort and use and then charge more of these people with some sort of, questionable criminal action. And apparently they got nothing.
These kids were 100% cooperative. They answered every question and they got nothing out of it. And it just made the
Bro, why does everyone call us kids, bro? I'm almost 30.
Police department look bad. Do you have any timeline on what you guys might be doing going forward?
We can only assume that the American Fork Police Department and or their insurance company, assuming they have one, most police departments do, is going to be a very deep-pocketed war chest for purposes of litigation. And to combat that in the courts, we're going to need a significant amount of resources and a lot of money. So they put up a GoFundMe. They're trying to raise $100,000 so that we can litigate this thing properly. Assuming that donations come in to that GoFundMe the way I hope they do, we could have this lawsuit filed probably within a couple of weeks. And that would really be my goal.
What sort of things can you do in litigation, assuming you have the funding to actually get the truth out of these people?
Well, there's two things that we're able to gain through litigation that we can't really gain otherwise. Number one is full and complete unredacted recordings.
Yeah, they are way older than us. That's true. I mean, I don't know. I just think it's funny at this point. It's just interesting getting called a kid. Yeah, these guys are definitely older.
Video and everything else, whether it's CAD traffic, radio traffic, body cam footage.
Yeah, 85,000 raised. It's actually at It's actually at 122,000. So we raised $103,000 in a day.
Hell mic recordings, dash cam footage, and anything else that may exist. And of course, if these police officers are given police issued phones, text messages and emails on those devices as well, assuming, of course, they haven't deleted them. So that's the first thing. The first thing is full and complete records of everything that took place.
Holy crap,
and the second thing, which I think is even more important, is cross-examination. Being able to sit down and depose these people. The chief released a well-written video, which is clearly talking points, and it's again, like I said, it's a very well written statement. But being able to do that is completely different than being able to stand up under cross examination and actually explain things. When you make a claim, and then
Colin, take that. We don't need any more. The GoFundMe's fine, please. No more. It's all good. It's good in the hood. We're good on the GoFundMe, dude. I'm about to end donations at this point. Please, you don't need to donate to do it. It's fine. It's all good. We're good. I think. I don't know. I don't want to raise it anymore. It's been full.
You show a video clip, and then you move on to make another claim, and don't show.
No, it's fine. They call us kids. I just think it's funny.
Video clip, and then make another claim and show another video clip. Okay, that's great. That's a very well rehearsed statement. But then when you sit down into cross-examination, and whether it's me, you, or some other lawyer gets to sit down and say, well, wait a second, let's back up now. You said this. Let's watch the footage. Let's watch the full footage. Let's watch an additional 10 seconds of footage. How do you explain what you said? Why would you say something like that? What is this based on? And under cross-examination, that's when you can really tell if somebody's being honest or not. Anybody can just give you a pre-written statement. And I'm sure, and this is, again, the sad truth, a lot of police officers know that they're never going to be cross-examined.
Yeah, go ahead and go to sleep, dude. Oh, thanks. You're welcome.
Because most cases in the criminal court end up getting resolved.
Me and Ben doing a TED Talk. Yeah, all right. For sure, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't think, I don't know. I mean, I'd be down. I'm sure Ben would be down. I don't know why. It'd probably be Ben and Victor, though. I'm going to be honest.
Without them ever having to take the stand. When they are cross-examined in a criminal court, they very often are being protected by the judge and or by very weak lawyering, because very often the lawyers don't want to piss off the prosecutors or piss off the court, for lack of a better term. So the cross-examination is relatively easy, but it's very rare that a police officer actually sits down for a deposition and is forced to answer questions. Under the federal rules, we get 7 hours. So that's all the time that you need to sit down with one of these guys, be prepared, have the footage, have the statements, have the reports, sit down and cross-examine them. Tell me what happened and how it happened and why you said what you said. Great. Now let's look at the evidence and see if what you're saying is true.
What about suing the American Fork Police Department and the officers who, violated your civil rights? Have you considered doing that?
I'm super down. The only thing that kind of sucks is, it sucks how I could sue the police department, and it's is the police really going to learn their lesson? Because the money doesn't come out of the police budget; it comes out of the taxpayers' budget, which a lot of the taxpayers are pissed off. They're on my side, so it's am I just hurting the taxpayers at this point? So then I think it'd be kind of funny just to sue them.
Do a small dive in United Breaks Guitars. I don't know.
Them and then
I don't know about that, man.
And
Sorry.
then do all the money we
is.
win from it, do something to help the community out. You know what I mean? Where it it's okay, so we sued them.
Probably was me calling him or something. Probably annoy the shit out of him.
Taught the police department a lesson, and we won all these taxpayers' monies. But then we're gonna give it back to the taxpayers. We do something awesome to help the community out. I don't know. That's my current plan, I guess. I think it would be awesome. I haven't really thought about it too much yet. I'd love to hear your opinion also of what you think would be the best thing for suing them too. And
I talked to Tyler a couple times. I talked to Sheldon. I talked to Sierra. Last I talked with everybody, they were going to be represented by Solomon and file a civil lawsuit or civil lawsuits, against the police department there. So it's being done already. In my opinion, you might as well be involved in that. And yeah, that if you win, I guess you can do, you guys can do whatever you want. And at the same time, it's going to cost a lot of money to fund that litigation. And I know that Sheldon and I think Tyler had set up a GoFundMe to pay for litigation expenses because Solomon and lawyers like him, they will represent clients on a contingency fee, so they won't charge them anything unless they actually win the case. And then they take a percentage out of whatever they obtain. But it's going to take a lot of investment. The Solomon will have to front the money up front to, take all the depositions for all of the fees that will be incurred, like up front. And so there's already a GoFundMe set up for that. You know, what you can't do in a criminal case, you can do in a civil case. So if you guys file a civil lawsuit, you can subpoena, for instance, Josh Johnson or Ammon or any of the officers involved, put them under oath in a video deposition and question them for hours on end about all this stuff.
Oh, okay, I'm down. Yeah, I'll just do it for that then. That sounds sick. And then I can come up with the questions and stuff.
Right. So yeah, if you guys file a civil lawsuit, you will be able to go through the civil discovery process, and it's much more extensive than the criminal case. So you can have all these depositions and put everybody under oath, and they either have to answer the questions or plead the fifth. And you know, it all gets transcribed. You can videotape it.
What if they just choose to remain silent on everything? That's kind of boring.
They can't do it. You know, just like a judge is telling you what you can and can't do already in your civil case before you even got heard. It's the same way in a lawsuit against the American Fork Police Department and officers. They're going to have to follow the rules of the court. And the rules are that both parties get the opportunity to engage in discovery. So to take depositions and to serve discovery requests, interrogatories, which are basically written questions that have to be answered under oath, requests for production of documents. Now, there are exceptions in the rules of civil procedure to where, you know, sometimes you don't have to turn over everything, but there's rules on what you do and what you don't. It's really a fantastic way to sort out the truth. Depending on how much money you have to spend on it, you can leave no stone unturned. That's why it would be really cool if people really would fund this GoFundMe or any other GoFundMe for litigation expenses and just put everybody under oath.
But what if they lie under oath? Because they're probably gonna just lie, you know.
That's the best part if they do that. I mean, if somebody lies,
because I don't think they know how to tell the truth is like the thing. Like, I really don't think they can admit. I think they would go to jail for 100 years before they tell the truth.
That's why you need a lawyer who knows how to deal with that. You know, who is already expecting them to lie or to try to lie and knows how to paint them into a corner. And that's what you want to do. Like, you want them to lie, and then you've got them.
Oh, whoops.
And because
I'm not growing a mustache. I like my beard. I would be sad without a beard. I'm also not a mon. I don't want to. I couldn't take myself serious if I looked like him. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not no mustache, dude.
It's hard to lie. You know, then you get to compare that with other times that they've already been under oath, with police reports, with search warrant affidavits that are submitted under oath, and then all these things are done under the penalty of perjury.
Dang, this is gonna be fun.
And what Solomon told me when I interviewed him about your situation, you know, at the end of the day, like you said, with lawsuits, yeah, taxpayers end up footing the bill.
Now, you might see me without a beard, yeah, because now that we're like kind of famous, like all I have to do is shave and no one will recognize me. It's like kind of the OP thing about beard. So maybe, I mean, I do look like super young without my beard. Actually, it's kind of weird. I haven't shaved in so long though, so I might not
achieve so much. But what real accountability is criminal prosecution of the people involved, or that's real accountability. So if they're willing to lie under oath, that is something that can be prosecuted.
I already took Josh to mediation. He was lying the entire time, and it sucks that I couldn't screen record it and like post it because it'd be so fun. But he lied and I don't think he's under oath in mediation technically, but that's probably the same arguments he's going to use in court. So it's like, I already know that their plan is just to lie in court.
We have video of what we believe is these police officers actually committing crimes and violating rights. You're going to get at least maybe 7 hours with each of these officers in a videotaped, perhaps deposition under oath, and you're going to be able to ask them whatever you want and about what their alleged justification was for each of these incidents, about their communications, etc. And all of that is going to be under oath and transcribed, and they may admit to committing crimes. They may commit perjury, And that could lead to then subsequent prosecutions taking place just based on the work that you do in the civil case. And also, because they may be afraid of that, they may end up pleading the fifth in depositions. And, you know, any police officer that does that, I think that's very telling, because you can't have somebody with a badge and a gun out in the community placed with that sort of a trust if they're not even trustworthy enough
Yeah, civil rights
to
lawyer does have a good beard. He's got some like super beast teeth too. Like
testify
dude,
under
what
oath without pleading the fifth.
If somebody points a gun at
Crazy. His
somebody
teeth are
else and
so
doesn't have a
beast.
legal basis
Looks like he's was like a hunter, dude.
to do it, that's a crime. Everybody knows that's a crime. If a police officer does it, it's also a crime, if there's no lawful basis to do it. Putting somebody in handcuffs. If I come over to you and put you in handcuffs, that's a crime. Usually it's a felony in most states. If a police officer does it, it's also a felony if there's no lawful basis to do it. So it really, I think the real way to stop this kind of thing from happening is not from lawsuits. And look, lawsuits is the only way that we the people have of fighting against police corruption. So that's why it's something that I do, and I take it very seriously, and I know you do as well. And God bless you for doing it. It's really important to do. It's the only way we have of holding law enforcement accountable. The real way to make this nonsense stop.
Yeah, Sullivan's great. He's super smart.
Is not with lawsuits and not with disciplinary action. It's to start charging these cops with crimes. Putting somebody in handcuffs, holding a gun at somebody, detaining somebody, that is a crime. Filling out a false affidavit, if that were to happen, is a crime. It's perjury. In fact, most affidavits, I think all affidavits, say right on them that it's being filled out under the penalty of perjury. If these officers, when they are intentionally, blatantly violating somebody's rights, got criminally charged, I'll bet you this nonsense would stop immediately. But as long as it's lawsuits and as long as it's police departments and big budgets and insurance companies and taxpayers that end up footing the bill, the dirty cops don't care. The good ones we don't have to worry about. But the dirty cops don't care because there's nothing that happens
Yeah, he is.
to them.
He's the best.
99% of the time.
Your situation illustrates that even if they are filming you with body cams, what if they mute them? And here, I think the overriding theme of your interactions with the American Fork Police Department was how they were constantly muting the audio on their body cams.
Especially when they told us that we could have the audio, because I'm like reaching my pocket to go film, and they're like, hey, don't reach here, don't, like, we'll arrest you if you start filming. And I'm like, well, how am I gonna like get this audio? And they're like, we're recording audio right now, and then meanwhile it's just all silent. It's like, no, you're like, they were just lying to me. It's so stupid.
I encourage you to talk again to Solomon, and maybe you can jump into that lawsuit as well. And
oh, that'd be awesome.
I mean, you definitely will find out things that you're not going to find out any other way.
The real way to effectuate change, sadly, is not through lawsuits. If I had the power to criminally charge people, I would have a completely different practice, because I would do that a lot. But we don't get to do that. We the people don't have that power. The only power that the legislature has given to we the people is to sue them. And even then, very rarely, thanks to the outrageous un-American doctrine of qualified immunity, the quintessential example of legislating from the bench. The government's way of protecting its money from we the people.
Well, thank you for getting involved in this. Hopefully we're able to help raise some money here to fund this litigation, because I really want to know the actual truth. I know a lot of other people do as well. And there's only so much that we're going to find out until people start getting put under oath and judges start issuing orders requiring disclosure of things that they're hiding.
The bottom line here is this litigation is going to be incredibly expensive. Deposition costs, video costs, there's going to be expert fees, lots of expert fees. There's going to be quite a bit of travel, not only for me, but for the plaintiffs in this potential case as well, getting to and from Utah. And if we want to litigate this correctly, and we want to litigate this properly, and hold these police officers accountable, we're going to need that GoFundMe to fill up.
I think it will.
I hope so. I really hope so.
All right. Well, we will hopefully talk again once things get going. When you first heard about this, did you foresee like how big that this would get?
No, it's been kind of crazy. I always think my stuff's gonna blow up, and it never does. So I don't know, but at the same time, I don't do stuff because it's gonna like. I always think the stuff I do is like the craziest stuff in the whole world, and I'm always like, I'm not like disappointed when it doesn't blow up because I'm never like doing it to blow up. I just do this stuff because it's fun for me, you know. Like if I want to do stuff because it was gonna blow up, I would obviously do a different genre of videos. But I just do this because it's like fun for me, and then if it blows up, that's like a nice side effect. I don't really care, like whether it blows up or whether it doesn't blow up. I'm still gonna have the same amount of fun, you know, making the videos. So it is cool. Because now for the first time I have resources that I've never had before, so it's like I can probably take things further and I can push things further now, which is, but I think that's like the only benefit of it blowing. Like I don't really care about like views and subscribers and stuff. Like it doesn't really affect me. I think the best part is that now I can just push it even further, you know, and I can just do even crazier stuff. I don't really look at the numbers too much. I kind of just focus on the edit. You know, I just want the story to be that's where I want to put my focus is on like how can I tell the best story ever. You know,
you really are a fantastic storyteller.
Oh, thanks. That's where I put all my focus is just on like the storytelling and doing fun stuff and helping people out.
At the end of the day, the courts judge Fourth Amendment violations based on whether the actions of police officers are reasonable in light of the totality of the circumstances. While what you've seen here might have been a reasonable way to undertake a murder investigation, was this reasonable under these circumstances? A misdemeanor investigation involving a bunch of YouTube kids trying to help a family who lost their Lego collection. Okay, in a murder investigation, you're dealing with people who are potentially armed and dangerous and involving an extremely high likelihood of somebody attempting to flee and evade prosecution.
I'm being like, sorry, Chad, I'm really sick. I'm being like super boring. I feel like I'm like, I guess like the worst kind of reaction content I'm doing, dude. My bad. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream if this is over.
Because they're looking at life
so terrible.
Prison. It could be reasonable to bring in all of the potential suspects and hold them for some period of time in order to question them and sort out the facts because it's a life and death situation. But with Reckless Ben and his friends, where you have to engage in some serious legal gymnastics in order to even argue that some random misdemeanors may have been committed, where you already know for a fact that nobody involved is armed or dangerous in any way because you've already been detaining and harassing them for several days. Was it reasonable? Let me know in the comment what you think. Was this reasonable? They had no arrest warrants for any of these individuals. They had no probable cause to believe that anyone other than Ben committed any crime whatsoever. And in fact, Ben was the target of their investigation. And what they really did was attempt to scare and intimidate Ben's friends, just as they had tried unsuccessfully to do to Ben in the first couple of days. Not only did that not work, but their doing so was unjustified under the Fourth Amendment case law. They had no
I did notice that, yeah.
probable cause to arrest them or detain them for hours on end. Just because they were potential witnesses in their investigation of Ben, that does not suspend their constitutional rights. Clearly, these cops completely disregarded every constitutional right that they encountered, so there has to be consequences. Unless some prosecutor is willing to prosecute them, which would be awesome, the best that we can do right now is file civil rights lawsuits. Solomon Radner has agreed to file those lawsuits, but he's going to need your help. A GoFundMe has been established to help fund the legal fees for this litigation, and I will link that below. Here's why you should donate. Solomon is going to be able to subpoena each and every one of those officers under oath, and then it will be their turn to now be interrogated for hours on end. And if you want to see that happen and watch the footage hopefully one day of that happening, donate now because it will be awesome. So while this is the last video in my 5-part series about what happened with Reckless Ben and his friends, I have a feeling that I'm going to be doing more videos in the future. And you can follow along by subscribing both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. You can follow me on X and the other socials at John Bryan ESQ. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Nice. Oh, this is sick. Nice. All right, guys. Well, I feel like crap. I'm going to end the stream. See you guys.